Oh, friends, do you like topwater fishing? Do you like frog fishing? Look who I got here up in Minnesota, my guy Seth Feider. Here's the thing. We are going to live and die with a frog today, no matter what. Welcome to Z Live, presented by Mercury. You nailed it. That's him. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Get him, Z.
Llama, llama.
Yeah.
Look at that one right there. Look at that one right there. I'm gonna take him all over these bags. Look at that. That's right. Ooh, I mean, you melon slouch.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah. Cheers to you, friend. That's an old melon cod. You know what? I would like to spend the night on this island with you.
I'm not leaving.
And that stash.
You're going back, drop me off.
You're watching Zona Live. Brought to you by Mercury.
Yeah. Oh, it is time to tighten up, friends. I don't know if you watched the Elite Series at La Crosse, but we were kind of tuning in, my friend Seth Feider and myself, and we wanted to get a little bit of this action for everybody at home on a Monday. Seth, before we introduce everybody, dial everybody in what we're doing today. Talk about it.
We are in the land of 10,000 lakes, God's country. We are on lake number 900, 9,099. Backwards, something like that.
We have searched.
Yeah, we've been to a lot of them. This one was pretty fun, had good cell service, so
yeah.
We're back at it to show you what Minnesota's all about.
Now, I want you to look at Seth real quick. And Seth decided he was going to tighten up. He was going to look for a whole new fan base. I went to beautician school back in '94 for a year and a half, and later today, there's a picture we're going to throw up here in a minute. Seth showed me a picture of what he wants to transform into, and we're actually going to do that later today. Let me introduce everybody here, okay? We have Daiwa Pete, Rusty, Kafka's not here today, and check it out, Ron Moore, stranded in Little Rock, did not make his plane got canceled. So we have literally a relief pitcher here today. Geddes Brannon, who covers the Elite Series. Geddes, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Tell me before we start throwing the frog, tell me what everybody at home needs to know. Talk about it.
All right, so y'all check this out. You have 4 hours today of Zona Live presented by Mercury with Seth Feider, Mark Zona. You have all day basically to ask questions with us. Just remember 2 hashtags. Hashtag Zona Live, hashtag sweepstakes. And remember, you have 3 different ways to enter. That's through Facebook on Bassmaster, Zona Live's Facebook, Zona's Awesome Show Facebook, and the Bassmaster Twitter feed. Just make sure to include those 2 hashtags. You have to be 18 or older to win. And Zona, what are they going to win?
We got Bass Pro
packs?
gift cards. We got Zona Love pouches, Trokar hooks, Strike King baits. We're going to throw, you know what? We'll even throw in some Seaguar line. Anything that's in this boat will be in the prize packs.
So who don't want a Zona Live pouch? So what we got here, y'all, is we're going to take any questions. We have questions. Any question that's on there, you're eligible to win.
Fishing questions,
even if,
social questions.
Yeah, fishing questions, social questions, whatever you want to ask.
Hair questions.
You have to ask questions about Feider's flow. And even if you don't get your question read on live, you still get entered to win.
Geddes?
Yeah.
You nailed that. That's coming in with a fastball to replace Ronnie for the day. Now, for everybody at home, Geddes drove all the way from Little Rock at 8 o'clock last night when we found out Ronnie couldn't make it. Let me show everybody. We got a couple kidnapped already. We started a little bit early. Got a couple in there already, a couple frog biters. But Seth and I looked here yesterday. We actually looked at like 6 different lakes yesterday, and we found one really good lake, horrible cell service. This has good cell service, but the nice thing is when that big yellow thing right there gets a little higher, goosh! All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They have to send in their questions, and we'll read them at what?
15 to every hour. We will read all questions. And you don't have to have your question read to win. How about getting a bite on the first throw?
Oh, no, I shook one off and it didn't bite. It's great. Yeah, back to this haircut thing. You know, my eyes really got open when Shin was making fun of me, calling me a party boy and stuff. And, you know, I'm growing up. I got a
Just so
wife
you know.
and a kid now, so I'm going for a lot more professional look.
It was everyday party boy.
Everyday party boy. You know, I want to clean my image up a little bit. And,
That's what I'm here for, bud.
You know,
And I'm gonna help
It's
you.
time to grow up.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna help you with that today. Oh, can they throw the photo up of what? Now, this is the photo you gave me of what you're looking for.
Yes.
Okay. And when I saw the photo, understood. Oh my gosh, my safety is off when one bites that thing. What's funny is yesterday we snooped here around 10 o'clock and did this for 40 minutes, Seth,
Ooh, I don't think it was that long.
and had about a dozen blow-ups. If you look at that point right there to the left, there's a lot of mayhem going on that point. Oh, yeah. But you'll notice through the course of the day, we'll rotate frogs and stuff. We'll go to regular frogs like this when we get in kind of that cheesy stuff. Then we'll go to a poppin' frog. And this morning, before we started, they're actually biting the poppin' frog a little bit better. And we will sync with this today, right? I mean, we're locked in doing this.
You might be.
Until we're 2 hours in with none.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna get better every minute that goes by.
So most people that thought we were doing this thought we were going smallmouthing today.
Yeah, that's what everyone's got a real misconception of Minnesota and thinks every lake we have is a smallmouth lake, but realistically, it's pretty much all largemouth fishing up here. You really gotta. Our smallmouth lakes are pretty spread out, you know. You gotta drive a couple hours between them, and around here there's a good largemouth lake every 5 minutes down the road, so.
We saw every
Mix
one
it up
yesterday.
a little bit. Yeah, we saw a lot.
Every one.
We caught fish at all of them.
Let me get you where you can get that inside. I'll fish this outside right here. And what's funny is
That's what like the best punching stuff I've seen here.
all the
Look at my commitment level. Just gone
5
already.
minutes in.
Gone
Done.
already.
Done. Done. There went the frogging show.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
I mean, that's just
That
dude,
little deal right there.
I just heard something.
I did too. I did too. Uh-oh.
Oh, there he is. It begins.
Oh my gosh, he ran like 10 feet to get it, little one. But let me show everybody at home something real quick. That fish literally came 10 feet to get that little dude right there. We are gonna get explosions of plenty. Now that's a little baby here, but there are a gazillion, what we saw yesterday, a gazillion 3 to 3.5 pound fish. Okay. I don't know, like watching everybody on Bassmaster Live this week, as much as we were thinking about, go ahead, flipping or docking or, yeah? Really? Really?
I don't know.
We found a really good dock bite yesterday afternoon, but this just looked too fun as far as getting blow-ups and getting footage. Good bite or no?
It wasn't a bite.
Okay. I got to see yesterday, it's one of the, to me, it's one of the coolest things. I got to do it with Jason oh gosh.
Yeah, up there?
Little guy. I got to do it with Jason Christie earlier this year to see all the lakes that Seth grew up on. When we went to Oklahoma, we went to 10 Killer and went to Fort Gibson. And yesterday I got to see all the lakes that Seth grew up on in Minneapolis, stuff like that. And what's interesting is watching Seth on the Elite Series, what he said, everybody thinks smallmouth, smallmouth, smallmouth. We never hit one smallmouth lake yesterday. All largemouth. They're a little tight so far, a little tight. Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
You can start early.
Yeah.
Geddes, just so you know, the world is yours today. I mean, do what you want to do, bud.
Let's do it.
What do you got, Geddes?
Let's see what we have here.
Yeah, go ahead. Ooh.
Little guy.
And they were ones yesterday. I mean, they were ones when they bit it yesterday. Boosh!
Oh, you're gonna get bit right there.
I would think.
It's just gonna get better as the day goes on.
I would think.
Every minute.
I might get on the outside and pop and frog that.
Okay.
And pop and perch doesn't get as many bites, but it catches a little bit.
All right, so Zona's already teased it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
There might be something that changes about Seth Feider today, but I can tell you one thing that's not is that mustache. And the first question we have is from Charlie on Zona's Facebook. So Seth, your stash is my spirit animal. Zona Live is my favorite fishing experience besides being on the water myself.
Love it.
His
Agreed.
question is
Is this for my kids?
does Mike Ditka's mustache have a huge influence on your persona?
Little.
You know, maybe a little, but you know, not really. I wasn't a Bears fan growing up, so I'm not really on the Ditka deal.
Okay.
As far as mustache influences go, Shaw Grigsby's a big one.
Wow.
I mean, legendary
And-
bass
and-
angler,
and not
legendary
bad, too.
stash. God, who was the other one that was real important in my life? Tom Selleck for
Right.
sure. Just Smokey and the Bandit all day, every day.
And while we're on personal questions, Seth, there's another one for you from Nick Pettigrew on Facebook, on Bassmasters Facebook. They said the true question is where did the llama originate from?
That's a question for Z, I think.
You know what's weird about that is there was a young lady lives on the lakeshore that we live on in Michigan, and we were sitting on the sandbar, and she walks up and she goes, "Llama, llama," and Seth was around the house then, and I looked at her, I said, "What does that mean?" And she just looked at me and went like, "Ooh."
You okay, Wes? I get you?
I don't know.
You
So
bleed?
bad.
Oh, man.
I said, "What does that mean?" And she just went like this. You ready? and walked away. And walked away. Boy, all that scum's gone. All that scum is gone.
All right, one more question about your hair. I'll get you some serious fishing questions. Ronnie Craig Carter on Facebook from Bassmaster wants to know, will you cut part of your mullet and use it for hair jigs?
Definitely. Definitely.
There's going to be a lot in this boat today, Ronnie Craig Carter.
I plan on winning the Lake Oahe tournament on my own hair.
Now, my question is, do you use your mustache for a weed guard for a jig?
I can, but it's got to be a short shank hook. I just don't have the length to really, you know, do like swim jigs and stuff like that. Flipping jig, definitely, though.
Ooh. Interesting that yesterday when he showed me the picture of what he wants to, what we're striving for later today, he was really concerned that I couldn't accomplish that. And I said, Bud, you just need to let go. Just let go. Come on. Come on. All that slop's gone.
Can't believe I hit Wes.
You okay?
Oh yeah. I just, you know, when you get hit, you don't know if you've got.
There's no blood running out of your head, so that's, where did I hit you?
Shanked.
Yeah, you just don't really know. So, I'm just glad it wasn't like a suit.
Yeah,
Trembles.
that would have stuck for sure.
Yeah. That's not the way to start Zona Live.
I'm just getting it out all the way, right off the bat.
Wow, did I say we were going to throw a frog all day?
You did.
I mean, really? Gosh, that is pretty, man.
But yeah, you're right, a lot of it's gone.
Yeah. Gaddis, were you surprised Ish won yesterday? Because you were riding that Tharp train, bud.
You know, I was on Randall Tharp the first day when he was catching them, flipping those laid down duckweed, and I think when that tide came up, or when the
There's no tide in
river rose,
Wisconsin.
I know, but that's what they were calling it, the current.
Just recently it went away.
The current of the Mississippi River, and the water rising, I feel like might have messed up that bite. So he kind of wouldn't fish for fish that were around the ramp, and he had some company there the last day, but I think he pretty much burned that in that day 3 flurry he had.
You know what's interesting? I told Seth yesterday morning I thought he was going to clean it up. I thought he would totally win that tournament.
You know, he just didn't have that one big bite that was required to win at that tournament, man. He just had, you know, 3s and I don't think he had any 4-pounders that week.
He never had a 4.
I don't think so. But to watch him flip those bushes and stuff that he was flipping, it was just incredible how meticulous he is with that jig in his hand.
Well, dude, to watch Bassmaster live, to see how he pulled the ripcord on day 3, that was solid. I mean, when he said his water rose and it killed that, I mean, he was done.
Oh, and that was straight instinct. When he changed up and decided he was going up there.
Right?
That was what surprised me, just how smart these guys are ready to go.
Well, all the frogs have been laid down already. Took approximately 19 minutes.
They'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
They will be back.
Just seems when you get around them in here, it's gong, gong, gong. Something will happen right here. Okay. It's more the anticipation that something's gonna happen doing this. Hey, I'm not scared to have a grinder Zone alive, though. We've kind of been fortunate. What'd you say? No. Yeah, not this one.
Not here. Too many bass up here to do that.
I agree. I saw what I needed to yesterday.
It's Minnesota and there's no ice on the lake. There's no reason you shouldn't catch a pile. This isn't Alabama in August.
Careful, D. Wayne he'll text in.
Bluegill.
Come on, come on.
So the truck wants to know, how did this all come about?
So, okay. So here's kind of what's gone on with this Zona Live is the Elite Series is all either at or headed to Oahe. And I called Seth and I said, hey man, is there a couple good lakes I could shoot some Zona shows right around Minneapolis after the Elite Series? He said, yeah. He said, there's many. And he goes, I'll drive to Oahe late on Monday. We'll do a Zona Live. So I'm not gonna lie, I was fairly, number one, flattered, but stunned he would do that.
Oh, I'd have been way too jealous watching you fish if I was not here. Too close to the home.
I'm with you.
Bluegills are up there.
I'm starting to see them.
Rat-tat-tat on my bug.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I was a little bit concerned with not having, you know, and Geddes, don't take this the wrong way. Ron's part of the team, you know what I mean? Ron's part of the team, not having him last night. I kind of freaked out for 40 minutes. Did I, Seth?
You did. I wouldn't say 40. It was pretty short.
Hey. I like what we're doing. We're just gonna get with it and roll.
Yeah.
We're shooting a regular Zona show tomorrow on a lake that we were highly considering doing today, but it's gonna be gassing. Way too much wind for that lake. Dude, that slop is knocked down.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah,
I don't know how or why.
no rain. That's weird.
Explain what you're talking about there.
Okay, so yesterday, if you actually pan on this point, this whole point was slop. All algae, and we didn't have rain, but it's been grossly knocked down, and I don't know if the wind's done that, where it's gonna be on that far end. Maybe it just pushed it down. But that was the prettiest frog stuff you could imagine yesterday. Go ahead, Seth. Take that. Go ahead.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
I'll stay tight. Look at that one right there. Look at him. Look. See him cruising?
No,
See him
I don't
cruising?
have a hat on, Z. I can't see anything.
Sorry. Okay. Come on. I would love our viewers to, because I think the Oahe tournament's the biggest X factor we've had in years on the Elite Series. Geddes, I'd love our viewers to give me their picks to win that tournament. I'm very curious besides the usual smallmouth suspects, who they see as,
Yeah, that would be a good thing because a lot of guys are talking about how they've never seen that lake before. It doesn't get a lot of pressure. I
Right.
think Feider actually told me that those fish may be pretty stupid and might bite for a lot of the largemouth guys. So
Yeah. They're too
Could be
dumb to
interesting
like.
tournament.
I don't think it's. There we go.
I'm sorry, that is wonderful, even though it's a baby. Wes, did you see that bite? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, little dude. I'm sorry. You see that bite? Gosh.
Is this out in this? Or do you get them off that?
Oh my gosh. Oh, right off that. Gosh. That's gonna go, bud. Right there. Get him, dog. Get him. Get him. Get him. But yesterday we had some, you'd crawl around there and just see them B-52 and boosh. And what's every one of these lakes that we fished yesterday, the phenomenon that goes on up here is what really went on down south. You see it still go on down south all the way through August. There's a gazillion little bluegills, little bluegills. And when that sun gets up, you see those bluegills kind of kissing and right around that algae,
Eating bugs.
eating bugs. And that's when it really gets kind of crazy. Oh, come on.
But yeah, back to Hawaii, I think the fish are gonna be so dumb that I don't think the smallmouth guys are gonna have that much of an advantage. So I don't think it's gonna be like a drop shot, 6-pound test kind of deal.
You do not
know?
at all.
No. It's gonna be like 20-pound line and like a big spinner bait or something, like just really stupid.
That's not fun.
It's fun, but like I said, I don't think a smallmouth guy's gonna have a big advantage there just because I don't think you're just finesse, really a need for finesse there.
I'm gonna get you a few more of those bites, Wesley.
Okay.
Okay.
Starting to look good.
What's that?
Starting to look good down here.
Yeah. There's somebody at home saying, why would you not pick a flipping stick up and flip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried
great.
a couple times. Give it an honest effort. At least 3 casts.
Yes, sir.
Gal that came up with the llama thing, that was a neighbor?
It was a neighbor girl. Yeah, I've known her since she was a little kid. But the problem was she made it seem like I was supposed to know what it meant and I had no idea. When she walked away, I felt like a dork. I mean,
It gets the people going.
it does. And I thought, wow, that's one of those teenage things where like cool people know what that is. So I just started saying it to, be cool. But she just stared at me like, you don't know what that means?
Is there other stuff like that you've heard lately?
No, I'm not happening, man. I ain't happening. Come on. That is weird. That stuff is so pushed down.
I know. I know.
Like what's strange is like this whole outer rim was that scum, and you usually see it go away. You see it go away when you have a bad rain, but we did not last night. We did not have any sort of a rain. But you can see how high the water is here. All the lakes up here are really, really swelled up.
Yeah. Had a ton of rain. That's what the river's getting blown out from. There's all the rain we've had up here making its way down there.
Uh-huh. But the one thing you were stunned yesterday at how aggressive your bites would be. I mean, like they've never seen a frog before.
Get this one, Z. I'll trade with you.
Huh? Okay.
You're on the front.
Okay. We'll make it happen. Good?
Yeah, good.
Look at that water. Oh my gosh. I'll just hold you like this.
You can give me out a little bit if
Okay.
you want. Where's my other? There.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's
Dude.
fabulosity.
Come on.
Really?
Yeah, really. Well, willows are tough.
Okay.
Good.
Got it?
Put my hook in, probably help.
Okay. Something's gonna just junk that thing. Oh, I thought you had the safety off.
I did. Grinding a branch. It's slimy to flip those. It sucks.
Yeah.
I just need to pitch a frog in these holes.
Oh! Oh, no,
no.
no, no.
I gotta go back to the hat, I think. This stuff's out of control, Wes.
It's a good one. I saw you didn't get it. It was a good one. Come on. He bit it good. He was just about 3 inches off of it. Okay. It's weird. That popping part is one of the first ones I've had miss it.
Lockjaw.
We'll find somewhere they ain't.
Yeah.
Gosh, I want them to start hitting it close to the boat like that.
Be cool. How can they not be in that?
I know.
They don't have a lot of options here.
A lot of bluegills starting to pop.
Seeing them?
Come on.
Zona, you ready for a couple more questions?
Rock and fire, Geddes. Rock and fire.
Let's do it. Let's take a couple from Twitter. Let me remind you guys, any question is eligible to win the prize, even if we don't read it on live. Make sure you hashtag sweepstakes, hashtag Zona Live. Make sure you're 18 or older. So let's see, on Twitter we have at Ken Pettigrew. Should I use a chatterbait more like a swim bait or a jig?
I'm gonna go more like a lipless crankbait or a red-eye shad kind of deal. What I've seen with any bladed jigs, you want them to grab some sort of something. You know, the one thing I've noticed where you could go wrong, two things with it. Don't use a rod that's too stiff. Use a rod that they could get it, almost like a heavy action cranking rod. And the other thing is, just don't go too fast. Let it grab things, because a lot of the bites you get are deflection bites. Seth?
Yeah, nailed it.
All right, another one from Twitter talking about setups and rods and stuff. Ryan Klossing at clock 2384, Zona Live. Can you talk about your hook set when you're fishing and cracking a tube like you do? It looks like you're fishing around buggy whips.
When I'm cracking a tube, it looks like I'm moving it really, really far. Looks like I'm moving it far. I'm not. I'm just bouncing my slack really. I'm just trying to bounce my slack, and I'm wanting a tube to hang up on. I mean, I've done it with Seth. Oh.
Well, dude.
You want it to hang up. You want it to grab rocks or sandgrass or weeds and stuff like that. And the other side is, I rarely ever feel a bite. The rod just starts loading up, and when the rod loads up, really you just keep cracking, and what happens is you end up digging it into them. You dig it into the roof of their mouth. One of the things that I had trouble with is when you fish a tube, and you throw it out, if you're using like a 5/16 or a 3/8, and I probably use a 5/16 and a 3/8 90% of the time, a smallmouth is a lot like, look at those bushes coming, oh my gosh. A smallmouth is like a redfish, okay, where they'll clamp on it, and if you hit them one time, 50% of them will come up, jump, and just open their mouth, and your bait flies. So that tube cracking, what ends up happening is when you're popping, all of a sudden, he opens his mouth and it digs up in the roof of his mouth. That's it.
All right, one more question before we take a little break from the questions. Seth, how do you plan on using your electronics, and how do you set them up when you're looking for smallmouth?
I run Humminbirds. I do a lot of side scanning. Definitely looking for cover, but and a lot of 2D scanning too. Not always really looking for fish, kind of more what they might be sitting on. Big rocks or sand rock transitions and stuff like that. And a lot of times I really like fishing smallmouth shallow. It's real visual stuff, so a lot of times I'm just using my sunglasses and getting around, and it's more like hunting for them than fishing, you know. But side scan's huge for me. I don't do a lot of like down scan with smallmouths. A little bit of 2D, but mostly side scan. Just I'm looking for rock, sand stuff and big isolated boulders, stuff like that.
Here's what I can tell you. He does a lot of idling. The last 2 days, he will mega image a lake in a matter of minutes.
Big bass like rocks. I don't know what to tell you.
It's going to happen along here. What do you got, Geddes?
All right, so I got Bob from South Carolina that wants to hear about the new Mercury 250 Pro XS you have on the back of your engine, or on the back of your boat, I should say.
Bud, well, this is no joke.
I think it's sick.
That is the sickest motor I've ever ran in my life. Ever. If you listen to that thing, here's what I can tell you. When I went to Florida and tested that, I've never seen a motor ever in my life that has power from 2,000 to 4,000 RPMs like that thing. The whole shots, no, here's what it is. Everything that I've ran with a 250 Pro XS, two-stroke, whole shot, top end, but most of all, the mid-range, Seth got in it driving it the last 2 days. That is here's the best thing I can tell you about it. If you can find somebody that has one, just take it for a drive. It's different than anything you've ever.
Yeah. The torque's insane.
The second part of that question is, what pitch prop are you running on that?
23 pitch. Different. I ran a 25 with the two-stroke.
What's going on, Z?
All right, Zona and Feider. This is coming from Grant Gala. Would
Okay.
you rather catch a 5-pound largemouth or a 5-pound smallmouth?
Smallmouth.
Smallmouth. No doubt. I'd throw a spot up in there somewhere,
Yeah.
though. I'd throw a spot in the mix.
All right, we have one from our very own Steve Bowman. He wants to know if Kevin Van Dam's Superman and Feider is the Spider-Man, who is Batman on the Elite Series?
Oh, I'd put Hackney up in there somewhere.
He is bad.
I'm telling you, dude. What that dude did at the Sabine was a work of art. And he's genuinely a dark person. He is. He did go wire to wire, didn't he?
Right next to
Wow.
the boat ramp, too. Like, I completely rode off that area just because I knew how much pressure it was going to get.
With other people fishing
Yeah.
around him.
There's 80 boats next to him, and he still beats people that have stuff all their self.
That's amazing. There are already 90 rods on the deck of this boat. Go ahead, bud. I'll get right behind you. And
It's a little windy for this.
wind's kind of hurting us right now.
I don't like wind in this state.
What's that?
I don't like wind in Minnesota. Not for largemouths. Huh?
Our cameraman Wes wants to see a spinnerbait every time we shoot a show. We've actually got
It's
two
actually pronounced
shows.
spinner bug, Wes.
We actually got 2 shows in the can of spinnerbait fishing this year. Ooh, look at that back there. I don't think you're going to see the spinner cricket this week. Okay, so if you've watched Zona live before, all except the Jordan Lee Zona live, we've come out of the gates pretty hot. I got a feeling after this commercial break, you're going to see the biggest adjustment we've had to do on Zona Live.
Maybe it's all this hair.
Oh, we're going to fix that.
Maybe,
And the biggest thing is when we do that later,
I feel like I'm gonna be a new person when this is over.
like I said,
Like
just
a phoenix.
let go.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
I mean, what's interesting is when I saw the picture of what you're after, now that I know the look you're going for,
I gotta clean it up a little, Z.
right? And let me just put it this way, friend. You have given me a picture that is right in my wheelhouse.
Perfect.
Right in my wheelhouse. How is there not a fish on that log?
Expecting big things, Z.
Yep. You need not worry. We're not driving down the road, but until this starts to go, gosh, that's what they're in yesterday, that stuff. We're just going to probably end up a little bit deeper till that sun gets high.
Sorry, Z.
No, you're fine. You're just fine.
This looked too good. But like every cast does. That's a fun place fishing here. Like I literally feel like I'm gonna catch one every cast.
And Seth has fished here a lot. A couple weeks ago, actually.
Yeah. Oh, there's 1 million bass in this lake. Pick up your squammer.
Maybe it's like the Mississippi River. The water rose and they just rolled.
We gotta dig into the other lake now. Anyone have a shovel?
All right. Come on. Like a lot of that stuff is gone.
Where did it go?
I don't
Sunk?
know.
Did it sink? I mean, it can't evaporate, can it?
A little bit surprised.
Me too.
Okay. Get him. Really? On what? Worm?
Swim jig.
No.
Come on, Z.
Good bite?
Yeah. And then the drag's a little looser than your reel. It's a nice one.
Swim jiggy day too.
You can take it back. I
What's
can't even
that?
do this right with a right-handed reel. I can't get my pop down.
Come on. Right? You saw that, didn't you? I know. Now that's how it all looked yesterday, right there. Yeah. But where it came out, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, sir. Ain't got it. Gosh. I knew we didn't have it.
Wind's blowing now. There you go. You want me to get him? Go get him.
I'm just gonna keep them tight. It's a post. It's small.
You got it, Z?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself on that.
That was how he was supposed to bite, though, right? Oh, really?
Yeah. Little guy.
Gosh, that's so aggressive, though. One patch of it and you get bit. Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Get him. Is it a small one?
Yeah. 12-incher. If I'd have hit him, he'd have landed in Pete's boat.
Yep. Gassing. We need like 10 more patches like that. Okay.
Clearly didn't have a 20-mile-an-hour wind on it.
Right.
Probably the most wind we've had on these.
This is the most, by far the most wind we've had on Z Live. By far. By far. We'll adjust. We'll find them. We'll find them. You know there's one sitting in that. We'll get a bite right through here. Almost too much wind to frog.
Almost?
You're right.
For sure too much. Are we on Mille Lacs?
It's gassing.
Can you imagine if we went to that other lake?
Say it again.
Could you imagine if we went to that other lake?
That was a good call not doing that.
4-footers.
It'd be blowing.
Everywhere.
Yep, that was a good call not doing that.
There you go. Better. Not bad.
I'm gonna put us down.
All right.
Dude, it went through.
Punching.
He went through and he junked it. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take us a commercial break in a minute. Take us a commercial break. We're gonna make some adjustments. We got a little different monster here today. This just turned into a work day. Come on, stay with me here. Be back in a minute. We're gonna figure it out. Dude, it went through and went donk.
Good.
Like really good bite.
Zona Live is brought to you by Ram, Daiwa, Mercury, Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, and by Strike King.
But apparently this lake got 2 inches of rain, and that's where all our mats went.
So we're gonna adjust and we're gonna flip every single bush we can put a cricket in. I mean, that was like my
You can
10th.
tell they're not even like biting the frog
No.
the way they were. Like we've got a couple like slap at it, but like
But, I mean, I punched 2 mats and caught a 3-pounder. Hey, it'll be a good adjustment live. Well, what happened is if you see where our boat's at, there was a whole rim around this lake of cheese. Did you get bit?
it's twice now there.
Really?
Yeah, but like not.
There was a whole rim of cheese around this lake, that algae. And you could this is no joke, yesterday you could straight reel a frog in it, not even twitching it, and they're exploding everywhere. We've lost that rim. That rim's gone. So the only, I mean, you could tell this from watching the Elite Series. There's no reason to go fish deeper right now, because if this lake went high, which it looks like it has, their only available cover is that now. At least the fish that were up here. It just sort of sucks because I wanted to do a magical frog show.
Oh, it would have been.
It would have been.
I think 20 casts yesterday and then 12 eat it.
We'll find a rip of them in this. I think it's the smartest thing to be doing. I ain't scared to work for him today, man. That's amazing, though. I've seen that happen.
What's that?
Just where you lose every single one of your mats. I even made the comment to Davey and Tommy. I said, I guarantee you, this rain came and totally disintegrated a lot of those guys' stuff. I really didn't plan on it happening to us, though.
Here we are.
Yeah, when in Rome. Huh. We're gonna catch a good bag. Gonna happen. There's good water in the outside ones.
Yeah.
Plenty. Gettys, you want... Come on.
Very big. There you go.
Okay. Okay. You ready? We're gonna do this. You fish through all that stuff right there. You fish through all that stuff right there and don't catch one and go 100 yards and catch 2 like that. There's a gazillion of that size bass in here. Hey, Seth.
Yeah.
Hammered it.
I bet.
Kind of dial everybody in what we're doing here. It's not tremendously deep. I went to a 3/4 ounce weight, snell hooked on a Trokar Pro V flipping hook. The reason I like that, you can fit really small baits in that hook, real compact baits. But the biggest thing about that is that bend. If you look at how I had that fish hooked, that bend right there is like an old school O'Shaughnessy. I guarantee you, we got some old timers that are like, oh, I like the O'Shaughnessy.
Oh, I do.
Okay. Seth, we can do this. But the color I'm using, anything that has blue in it, like that right there, all those bluegills have a real neon color blue tail in here. That color right there has got a lot of real nice blue hue to it. Nice purple bluish hue. Oh my. Seth, I am gonna cut your hair like there's no tomorrow today.
Good.
Wait, what?
I am gonna cut your hair like there's no tomorrow.
Today.
Today. Today.
Dude, there's freaking one right there and I can't get my bait in there.
You're kidding me.
No.
Right there?
Yes.
Hey, Seth,
Yeah, Z.
every one of those rang the bell when it got through.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean,
They're not shy.
no. Like, dong. Okay.
Dude. Got through like 1 out of the last 10.
What's that?
We're about to catch them right here.
I think so too.
They're in them strings too. Like,
Yeah, the cut stuff.
Yeah, like this is where
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
But I mean, it's when both those
Fighting
bites.
it though.
You need anything? You good?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Yeah. A bite.
Wesley, you ain't scared to do a flipping show, are you? Come on, man.
Dude.
That's what Hackney does when you ask him, you catching them? He'll just. What I can't believe is you don't get bit in the willow bushes.
You flipping an ounce?
3/4?
Dude, I'm getting worked on a 3/4 right now. Worked.
Did you? How so?
Well, like, you know, you shoot this kind of like.
Yeah.
And I just zoomed into a spot and put his face in there where I zoomed in.
Yeah. Really? Gosh! I mean, 100 miles an hour, man. Okay. 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 Get him, Seth. I picked up and it was halfway to.
He fly. I seen him.
What?
Dude, he's being weird. I popped it and he flashed on it. Then he like pecked it and didn't eat it.
Russell? I love it. Caddy's making fun of us. This is gonna happen, dog. Like I literally pitched in there, picked up, and my line was boom. You don't get bites that fast if you're not doing the right. You good?
Meh.
Not really?
No. That one was being weird. Like I hopped it and I seen him like roll all
You saw him
over.
fly- was it a good one?
Yeah. He didn't eat my stuff.
This is all right. This is a great adjustment live. I like it. I like it. I was hoping we get some more rods out eventually.
That's what we need.
Gosh, came off. Hold up.
That's a good one. He hooked him though.
That one didn't eat it good, just sat on it. This is what to be doing, dog. I ain't getting through
Oh, I
that.
hate wind with this though.
I know.
It just ruins everything. I killed myself right there.
You okay doing this for a while, Wesley? All right, boy. All right.
I think these eventually turn into frog eaters at some point.
I mean, they're in the same stuff. It's just is less of it. I mean, I've only had one that wasn't an aggressive bite.
Every bite I've been on the way down.
What's that?
Every bite been on the way down.
Just welded. Just welded. It's like Texas fishing, man. Coach Mark stuff.
Heads up.
Really?
Little bluegill. You got one of my pinchers. What?
Seth, let me know if you need anything, okay?
I think I'm gonna need an ounce.
I got him. I got him.
Wouldn't be so bad without this wind.
Kind of lose our mats up this way. Here, go ahead, bud. You can run it.
You want me to
We'll just-
actually
yeah, we'll
catch a
rotate.
bass?
We'll rotate. That's a great learning deal right there, man. To go through an area with a bait, not catch him, not catch him, not catch him, and all of a sudden you change one deal and it. It's losing our stuff, dog. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Look at all the bluegills that sprayed out of there. You see that? Bluegills everywhere. Okay. This lake does not look like many lakes in Minnesota, Seth.
No.
No. Very unique. We're gonna be good.
Oh, they live in here.
Yep.
No doubt about that.
You feeling it yet or no?
A little bit. Starting to get there.
Okay. when Seth caught that fish, that last one, that little guy right there, he busted that mat that it was sitting in. And like 10 bluegills flew out of it. See that?
What's that?
Bluegill sprayed right when I threw it in there. Come on. Oh, Wes, you want that so bad, don't you? I know, buddy. I know, buddy. I know. Hey? What? Get him! Get him! Seth, I want you to go to work.
I like to.
They locking it right down?
Yeah, that one like double pecked it, like tick tick, nothing. Popped it again, tick tick. Like doing it. It's a little one though, you know. Ooh,
What?
bush shaker, dude.
Really?
And not eat it. What the?
It's okay.
My bait was a little jacked.
We're gonna catch him in that stuff. Cell service good on this side of the lake? Yeah? No. No. Really? They're starting to bite, Seth.
Yeah. Locked.
I'm throwing a frog all day. Okay. Okay.
I think the frog bite's still gonna happen.
10 feet
Do
to
you?
get it.
Yeah.
Little one, but let me show it quick. Well, you heard that if you're just tuning in to Zona Live. We didn't know this, but there was actually a rain last night here where we're on this lake we're on, and it knocked all our cheese back. And the worst thing on planet Earth ever in the history of bass fishing is when you have a frog bite and your mats go away. And our plan was we were gonna throw a frog all day, all night, from what we saw yesterday, until we got to one certain stretch and said, oh wait, hold on a minute, all our cheese is gone. And the minute we started punching, we started getting bites. You know, and I agree with Seth. If that wind lays down a little bit, just a little bit, and gives us
Go through.
a little bit of a break. But if that water can get him. But that, honestly, I'm not saying this jokingly. That's one of the, all the Zona Lives that we've had, they were kind of canned as far as, there's a school here, the Davy thing. I mean, heck, there was 5,000 bass right there. You could have thrown anything in. But to do a grinder, yesterday I would have said this is the easiest Zona Live we're gonna ever do.
I like it though.
Yeah, no, this is good.
It's real life.
This is real now.
This is every club fisherman.
Yeah.
They went out and practiced, caught them a certain way, and they stuck with it and died. And this is how you fix that. It's good stuff.
But I'll tell you what's really cool about it is, instantly when you lay your number one bullet down, you lay it down and then bite. I missed two. One was a good one. Yeah, we're gonna go through some changes, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's something we're not gonna change. Seth is getting a new look today. And yeah, it's gonna be a cross between Freddie Couples and Cher.
I don't know, who's Freddie Couples? Somebody's got to enlighten me, you guys are laughing too hard. Who is Freddie Couples?
He's a golfer.
The only golfer I know is John Daly.
It'll have there'll be some John Daly in it.
John Daly's my spirit animal. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Now that I think about it, that picture could be John Daly.
Might be one of his illegitimate ones. He looks related to him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, big
He's
time.
a big time hog.
Hogger.
Hey, Doug, we do got to go back through and flip all of that stuff.
Yeah.
All of it.
Dude, everyone that bites me is 12 inches long. I don't get it. I didn't even jerk on that last one.
Like we got to flip everything.
Yeah. That's the one I just didn't set the hook on. Is he 12 or 13, Z?
I'm gonna say he's about 12 or 11 and a quarter.
I felt him.
Like what we're doing now. I'm at peace. I'm at peace. Dude, listen, I'll go full-blown Jason Christie and I'll flip all day. we taped a show with Christie earlier in the year.
Z, we got a few questions coming in.
Go ahead, rock and fire, get us.
All right, so you've been doing, you thought you were going to be frog fishing, right?
Yeah.
One that we have from your Facebook page, Zona Facebook page, Joe wants you to speak on frog colors and how they relate to watercolor and clarity.
Joe, with frog colors and water clarity, the one thing I can tell you what I've learned about it, you know, and I've learned a lot of this from guys like Dean and Ish and Freddie, is when you're in real dirty water, it seems solids, blacks and whites, you know what I mean? Blacks, whites, chartreuses. But a lake like this, if you look down on those lily pads, you know, you could see down here like 2 feet. I'll use a lot more natural. If you look at Seth's frog, or you look at this one right here, it resembles, like this one right here, it's real natural. It's kind of transparent-y with an orange throat. I don't, when in real gin, you know, clear water like this, if I could see the bluegill, I want it to look like the bluegill. You know what I mean? Dirty water is when I'll go to more, you know, more solids. Seth, go ahead.
Nailed it, Z.
I'm working at
Killing it, yeah. And more like, I will add to that, like the amount of cover you're fishing as well. Like if you're fishing like super thick stuff, it's, you know, a black or a white's hard to beat.
Oops, sorry.
I actually do like a lot of like open water frogging. I really like that, you know, like translucent bluegill color, stuff like that.
Right.
Where they're getting a real good look at the bait versus, you know, if they're under that cheese mat, they're basically eating movement, you know what I mean? Like they're not getting a great look at your frog, so you want something that stands out really good. And you know, black or white's pretty much what's gonna give you that best silhouette.
All right, Z, going off that question, we have at PA Bassman
Right.
from Bass's Twitter. He asked, which is better, a walking frog or a twitching frog?
That is a great question. Yesterday, a regular frog that, you know, that we're throwing was great in the cheese. I don't like throwing like a poppin' perch in that cheese. But whenever you've got kind of sparse, open-y stuff, that poppin' perch tends to do good because it causes a commotion, and more than anything, it comes through that thicker stuff more efficient. What I've seen with, you know, what's weird is what I've seen with a poppin' frog or a poppin' perch more than anything is it tends to not get as many bites, but it catches bigger ones. I mean, that's a piece of meat, that poppin' perch right there.
What you want to do, Z? We got a roadblock.
We're gonna idle across, guys. Let me get us a couple life jackets out real quick. How you guys doing? Well, we're trying. We're taking baby steps to it. They're just starting to. You guys enjoy the day. See you, fellas. All right, I feel like we just kind of dialed in what we need to be doing. Seth, I'm just going to start in that corner and work back. Yeah? Adjustments, man. Look at the bottom of this boat already.
It's me, Z. I bring a mess with me everywhere I go.
We're going to clean you up, too. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. Like, I can't remember the last time I opened the door to my truck and something didn't fall out. You know what I mean?
To me, I'm not going to lie. I'm being dead serious. Like, I love doing the Zona show or Zona live when you're pounding. But I think some of the most fun ones is when you gotta work, and we're gonna work today. You'd be throwing a spinnerbait, wouldn't you, Wes? Yep. Yeah. We'll be good. We'll catch him. We got some kidnapped now. Little dude. Yeah. Okay. I'm throwing a frog all day. Oh my gosh, he ran like 10 feet to get it, little one, but let me show everybody at home something real quick. That fish literally came 10 feet to get that little dude right there.
I don't think it's...
I'm sorry, that is wonderful, even though it's a baby. I'm gonna put us down for today. Come on. All right. You ready? We're gonna do this. Water kick. Get in. Get in.
There's like some mad up coon tail. That was like the best looking punching stuff I saw.
The stuff up the red. We're gonna start. But we're gonna.
The rain just kind of knocked them down.
Look at this boat already.
Sorry, Z. That's what my boat looks like every day. It's funny, people will get in it and they'll be like, what year is it? I'm like, it's a month old. As new as they come.
All right, we got some kidnapped in here. Let me just make sure they're all happy. Oh yeah, some good ones in there. They're all happy. We're gonna be calling here soon. Oh yeah.
Like, I'm really liking that stuff up in them cattails.
Yeah.
We'll get on anyone. Like the isolated ones almost seem better. It's just a little nothing.
Yeah, they've been on very small stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Actually, a couple of those ones I dumped in the pads were good fish. They just come at me too hard. They're running when they get it. And I need an ounce weight.
Do you?
Yeah, but I'm dumb and I'll just keep doing this.
Okay.
A little skinny. You take it, Z. I think it better when I just sit under there.
I know. Where they just lock it.
Yeah. Ooh, right there, right there. Get him.
Watch yourself. Oh, it's everywhere, dude. Okay. I mean, there is.
That was something we haven't seen all day.
No.
You know what I mean?
Oh, look at Mr. Turtle.
Oh, is that what it was? No, that was a fish. I seen it like
Hey, Zachary.
this stuff looks amazing up here.
I want you to know when I'm done with you today, you are going to look so good at ICAST. Like, there's going to be people from other countries like, whoa, there he is.
Oh, I'll be hard to miss.
No doubt. I promise.
Braid does craziest stuff with a little bit of slack.
I want to drop through this junk and it just.
Yeah. This stuff's more
I guarantee
solid.
you.
We'll sit,
I guarantee you, if Hackney's watching, he was saying all morning, "Put that frog down, you dorks."
Ooh, good one.
Good one. Big
Yeah, big one. There we go.
Yeah, man.
Now we're back.
Uh huh. Top dead center. Top dead center. I mean, gored him. That is the baddest. Seth,
Yeah.
welded. Okay, let me get a new one out. That's the magic color. Blue craw. Looks just like a gill. Just like a gill. We're gonna do this all day. I meant it that time. What a dork. What a dork. There she is. Welded. Come on, Seth. That's the other thing for anybody at home. Learn how to tie a snell knot. If you notice when I push that weight down, it kicks that hook out. All you flippers are like, duh. Kicks that hook out. That's where you get that. TDC, top dead center. Starting to see some life, man.
Yeah. It's gonna get better by the minute.
Oh, do that again. I dropped through there and it was this.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Every time I drop through, it's 12-incher.
I pull down here for a second, dog. This is the best. I mean, it's the best grass on this whole lake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna frog that too. Been there. All right, Wesley. Take those, Geddes.
All right, so this kind of goes back to what's happened today.
Yeah.
Tom Bruce off of Zona Facebook's page wants to know how you break down water and how do you know when to change and do what you're doing right now.
Today will be the biggest today we'll answer that whole question. We had a preconceived notion what we were going to do, and you knew 45 minutes into live, you had better pull the ripcord and bail, period. You know, the other thing about that is, we were talking about it a little bit when we went to break. The first time is so it rained 2 inches here, so that water more than likely, you could see it swelled. Don't go out there. Don't head out there. Fish whatever's available, you know, up. I mean, gosh, if you looked at what Porosnik did, the timing to listen to that lesson's perfect. I mean, that dude was fishing in a forest this week.
All right, and I have Steve Graff on the Bassmaster Twitter. This is for Mark and Steve at the Hook and Up Track and Down show.
Who's Steve?
Steve Graff.
Okay.
With the Hook and Up and
Oh,
Track
hooking up
and
and
Down
tracking
show.
down.
Tracking down.
Oh my gosh.
With rising water, how long does it take for the bass to move up into flooded bushes?
I can tell you, it happened last night. They moved in there. So all they do is follow it, man. As quick as it goes up, as quick as they're going to move.
So Kevin Boyd wants to know on Twitter, can Seth disclose any of his 10 commandments?
No.
I believe the
No.
only one he shared is,
No.
thou shalt
No.
not flip with the wind.
No.
Well, I don't even know these.
I have a list of 10 commandments for fishing Lake Minnetonka, and I'm not sharing any of them.
Yeah, wow.
Sorry. So everyone I fish against is watching this right now. I'll tell you one day, Pete.
All right, K-Sieve N with Twitter wants to know what's a good deep water technique to start gaining confidence fishing off the bank.
Drop shotting is probably the easiest.
Drop shot and the nail
Get the
weight.
most amount of bites on it.
Drop shot and the nail weight. Come on, Biggin. Let's do that again, man. That was fun.
All right, and Eric from Bass's Facebook wants to know your setup for what you're doing right now.
I've got an Ishman Row 7.6 flipping stick. One of the biggest things to this too is a high-speed reel. I got a Tatula SV 8-to-1 where you can power winch. I mean, just wind and grind on them. Put it down real quick for me, if you can. Hang on real quick. And I got a 3/4 and I feel like I'm a little bit light.
Yep.
I feel like I should probably have a half. Next commercial break, I'll probably tie another one on. But to me, one of the biggest things, like Seth and I talk about, we're weird. We're hook junkies. That Pro V, I'm using just a little bitty 3/0 Pro V, and what you get out of that, you're gonna get bit in here, man. What you get out of that hook is you're able to fish smaller soft plastics. You don't want a big 5/0 in there that hangs up on that grass. You know what I mean? You don't want to overpower. You want something that slicks through in this stuff. It's because I'm using small baits. Gosh, we're gonna get bit in this, dog. That's a good question. If I was allowed to pick, he's the winner thus far. Get him! Get him! Get in here!
It's not my day, Z. It's not my day. I think it did everything I wanted it to do.
It's all right, bud. We got a lot of time. We got a lot of time. But it's just like a 3-hour night tournament now. 3-hour night tournament. And we got the gig. I thought that one was dead to rights, man.
Oh, he was. He absolutely was.
Oh, don't worry. It's all good. It's happening now.
That's what I've been waiting for all day. Not a little tick, just a big one sitting on it.
Was he welded?
Yeah.
They're going to power pole replay the day that won.
Ooh, that would have ate a frog.
It's starting, fellas. It's starting. Look at that.
You come grab it off the top?
What's that?
You come grab it off the top?
Okay. Seth,
Yeah.
drop the clutch, okay? Drop the clutch. What's that? That's a striking rage bug. It's called blue craw. And up north, what's interesting is down south, where the, you know, what do you guys call them down south? No, like bluegills. What do you call them? Brim, whatever.
Brim.
They have a lot of orange. Up north, they've got a lot of purple. They got a lot of blue, light bluish hue.
Man, y'all need a little
Yeah.
flavor without navy here.
All ready for the farmer's market. Woo! Perfect cast. Perfect. Perfect. 1,000,000%. Yeah. But what's funny is yesterday, you know, when we were out here, you heard bluegills popping just, and that's when they were, I mean, it was Chewville yesterday. You know, and don't get me wrong, I like exactly how this is playing out. This is real life now. This is no give me. But live well's growing. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. But all that sun's doing is, you know, the thing is, I didn't know that this was going to be the gig doing this, or we'd have just started doing this. I'm sure you'd have caught them. That is great looking grass, man.
Mm-hmm. Coontail.
That fish that you hooked right there was in coontail, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
The big one too.
I saw that.
Couldn't ask for any more.
I have a question.
Yeah. Question for Seth.
This is from Razorback 101.
I'll make sure we get all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Seth,
Yeah.
you guys made a quick change today. I mean, it didn't take long to go, okay, this ain't working.
Right.
Tournaments, I've seen this happen many times where they don't do that. Why?
Repeat that question because he doesn't have a mic on.
Say it again, Wes.
Why in tournaments do you guys not change as quick as you changed today? Basically.
Because this
Depends,
is a
you know.
4-hour tournament.
Yeah, and a lot of places, it's a place like this. If you ain't doing the right, I mean, if you're doing the right thing, you're gonna get a ton of bites quick. You know, you're in Minnesota. There's a lot of fish here. You know, you go to the Sabine or someplace awful, and if you're fishing for 5 bites a day and you don't get a bite for the first hour, it's hard to tell if you know if you're not doing the right thing or if you need to change or not. But here, it's you know, the amount of fish we have, it's pretty immediate. If you make the right call, you're gonna start getting bit. It's just something you gotta feel out, you know. The more experience you got on the water, the quicker you can pick up on stuff like that. And another thing is, like in tournaments, like there's different ways to, you know, sometimes something you can do is going to get you big bites but less, and other things you do are going to get you more bites but not as big. And you know, if you're just fishing for the 5 biggest ones in a tournament, it's, you know, you can get stuck doing something trying to catch a big bag. And you know, here we're just trying to get as many bites as we can, so it makes it a little easier to adjust.
Float in just let me get that little patch right there.
In?
Oh gosh, I didn't even see that. My fault.
It's all right. It's not too late.
But like that bank that we went down back that way, that sun getting up, it'll more and more and more will push into it, or should. I mean, we didn't even do this on 200 yards. We didn't do this for 200 yards of it. Get in there, ball. That was a bite yesterday.
Yeah. For sure.
We'll be good. We're doing good now. Hooking left, Wes. Oh, did you see that little bluegill? Or a froggy? But the bites that I've got so far doing this, they're aggressive. I mean, they're what you want. You know, and the other side is when you get high water, if they've got enough to get their back, you know, I was always amazed, you know, going to states like Minnesota, like New York, that if you've got enough water to get it over their back, it's stunning what'll go in that stuff. Like, scary.
All year long, too.
Yeah.
I think another thing is ours with water just doesn't get that hot, you know? It's not like it's 100 degrees up there. Come here in the middle of summer and be fishing.
I'm going in.
Get him, get him. You know, you could be here in August and fishing 70-some degree water, you know?
Good bite, Seth?
Yeah.
Nobody home. Huh. But you see that cut grass right there? You see that cut grass? Every bite's come out of that cut grass almost. There's somebody in New York going, uh-huh. It should just get better the rest of the day.
Yeah. I don't really think they're biting yet.
Neither do I.
It's just like been reaction, just hitting them in the head,
Yep.
you know?
Totally. Hello.
Hello.
What's cool is seeing all Seth's lakes yesterday is when I first met Seth, you know, 5 years ago, we were talking about it earlier in the show, I would have thought, you know, there'd be all these clear water, smallmouth lakes.
I reeled it up too quick.
Oh, bad puppy. Oh.
I was getting around that tree. I just gave it one hop and reeled it up quick. And he's not gonna eat it? Come on.
Wow.
Big in there for later.
You get a preconceived notion of somebody you fish with, of what the lakes that you think that he grew up on would look like, and seeing the lakes, you know, yesterday and kind of going around here is polar opposite from what I thought, you know, that they'd be. All deep, milfoil, dropping heavy baits.
There you go.
I'm gonna kidnap him just for a little bit. We'll call him out in a second. Russell likes that. Yeah, let's scour this, man. All right. Okay. That one didn't do it on the initial drop.
No, they're getting weird now. I got the last one chasing my bait up.
Hi, Wesley. Yeah. Whoa. Coming in hot. Whoa. It's live. It's live. Good catch, Yetis. That's why you're here, bud.
Oh, come on.
I mean, that
now,
was
Z.
Ron Moore like
Come on,
reflexes.
Z.
I thought every one of my rods was about to break.
Get him, Seth. Big in, man, big in. Oh, yeah, yes. Come on, get over here.
One. I freaking
Get
caught
over
one.
here. Don't let him back in the lake.
One Z. It took 9 hours and 47 missed bites. We won. Classic, it's
awesome.
over. Where's my money, Wes?
Great.
I've been having a rough morning, guys.
Seth, what has happened this morning?
Rough morning.
Huh?
Hug, Wes.
No, I think
I've been having a rough morning, guys. Now we're back.
We're fine.
Now we're back.
That was pretty awesome, dude. That was awesome.
It only took me 25 bites to catch one, but I got him.
biggest fish of the day.
Easy, cowboy.
Oh, yeah. Slow your roll.
Easy,
Yeah.
cowboy.
I don't know about that.
Let's not get all crazy. Yeah.
All right, Z.
I mean,
I was fading. I was fading.
there, bud. Come on, little cowboy. Hey,
Just drifting off out to sea.
I do want to be honest with you. If that fish would have
drifting
jumped
off
off,
out to sea.
we'd have went right. If that fish would have break.
Oh, I would have like.
Everything for the next 20 seconds.
You'd had to bleep everything out for the
Dude, we're
next
good
27
now,
minutes.
man. We know what's up.
Yeah. I was fading.
Now, here's something for everybody at home, real quick. Yesterday, I am out of control. I'm possessed. I will exercise your demon, Seth. So yesterday, real quick. So yesterday, if you look out to this grass right here, this mat was all the way out to that outer grass. They're gonna kayak right into your mat. Which the obvious gig for them right now, if there's no more mat, find what's left of the mat. Oh gosh.
I thought they were just yak.
No,
I didn't think they were bass.
it's just turned into a tournament now. I got my eye on the boy in the orange.
He just did like a guide hook set.
There's more in there. Yeah,
Kind of want to back up.
I know. Agree. Seth, that was a lunka. Good job, bud. I'm really glad it got in the boat. Uh-uh.
This will take some hides out.
You see what happens when you hook one with a couple kayaks in front of you? I've played this game, bud.
Shouldn't have been going all hiking alley. Maybe they'd have just kept going.
I want to tell them I've been fishing this stretch for 3 days, and guess what kayak has not been here? Oh, I mean, coming in hot.
Were you on day one?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I mean, getting in amongst it. Get up. Yeah, man. It's starting, fellas. Get in. Set big in, man. Big in. Oh, God. Yeah. Yes. Come, get over here.
Zona Live is brought to you by Carhartt, Trokar, Motor Guide, and by Power Pole, by Mercury.
Shake it again. Shake it. Shake it.
It's hard to keep a straight face.
Shake it. Shake it. Now take your right hand and flow it once. Now look at the camera.
You know, I want you to look at Seth real quick. I want you to look at him. Seth is 30 years old. I'm 43. But somewhere, him and I were brothers, if you know what I mean. And what was interesting is he made a comment in the middle of the storm. He's like, I saw a picture of your mullet, man, and he complimented it. I've used that picture on this show too many times. You can't use that picture enough. But if you look at Seth, it's like we were separated potentially at birth. Here's what I'd like to do. We do the bullwhip for hook set. We do the shotgun blast. We've never done Rolling Thunder. Here's what I'd like to do. Right when he sets the hook, the look, the thunder, and the hook set in one. Devil voice that.
The look, the thunder, and the hook set in one.
Look at him go. Look at him go. Seth, we're halfway through, and we're starting to make baby strides to greatness right now. But if you remember back from Mille Lacs, those three things, the look, there it is. Oh no, oh no. I almost watched Man melt though about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I love it. What's funny is we did a show, what we call Kong Island. It's an island way out in Lake Ontario. Is how many people I've had ask me, hey man, you think I can make it out there? Here's the one thing we did not do in that show. We did not put a disclaimer in it. Don't, there's no reason to go to Kong Island the 90% of the year. That is a no place for old men. That's a nasty, nasty place. Come on, come on.
Oh, it's about to happen.
Doing live well right now. Yeah. if that wind just gives us a little bit of a break, we're just going to have to do a lot of pulling on.
Just hate punching with a crosswind.
Oh, I can't stand it.
The worst in the world.
But the thing, I mean, we got bites doing that.
Yeah, but you get
It sucks though.
twice as many if you didn't have to deal with it.
Totally not how I thought we'd catch them during this live today. Like,
I don't think the frog's out of the realm.
I don't either.
We promised people a frog show, but I think they're already, even the punching fish are already starting to bite this. Like you're getting some chasing.
Yeah. A little more aggression.
Yeah, like they're moving around a bit.
2 inches is a lot of rain, man. That's a lot of rain.
Makes sense now, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did every mat in the lake?
Right.
Because it was beautiful and sunny and no wind where we were all day.
Nice one, man. Nice one. I'm gonna do a little culling here real quick, Seth. Got some good ones, man. Hey. Nice ones. We have made a drastic comeback from this morning. Come here. Get him. Biggin? Hey, Seth, I'm starting to bite. Okay.
Got the yellow popolene versus yellow
It's all working now, buddy. There you go. Nice ones. Nice ones. I like that. Oh, I thought you were fixing to load. That one took a little talking in. The one thing I said, all you flippers will make fun of me, I said it earlier. Main thing you want to do, main thing is tie a snell knot. Don't tie a Palomar doing this ever, 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 ever. You will miss a lot of fish with a Palomar. Geddes? Whoever wins the Zona Fun Pack, I know KZ said she's the one that picks the winners or whatever. She's kind of the CEO, not kind of. I'm gonna send, whoever wins, I'm gonna send every winner the baits and the hooks that we're using today.
So
Trokar
every
Pro V,
Strike King, flipping
Strike King
bait.
Rage Bug, Blue Craw, and I'm gonna send them a pile of them.
Those are brim, man, brim. What size Trokar hooks?
I actually changed. I went from a 3 to a 4 to see if I could sneak by with it. I'd rather use a 4 if I can, but the whole magic about that hook is that bend. Taking a lot of bouncing to get him to bite now. And I'll send him some Seaguar black Denny Brower flipping braid too, whoever wins. I'm gonna send him the whole setup. Loving this.
Seth, I got a question for you.
Love it.
This is from Tweeter. It gets hot in Minnesota. Has Seth ever had the Minnesota rat tail haircut?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like every
Yeah.
7-year-old in Minnesota's had a rat tail.
Yeah. Watch what happens in about 1 hour. It's called the new haircut's called the skullet. It's weird. You don't get bit in that open stuff at all. At all. Ouch. We okay, Wes?
Hey, Tom Abraham,
Oh!
Bassmaster Radio, wants to know, with all the young guns out there, what's Z think about all the vets winning on the Elite Series this year? Talk, KVD, Wes, Hack, Ish.
Wow, that's a good point. That's a good point. There's some pretty salty young ones in the top 20 of the Angler of the Year, I noticed, though. Good to see Justin Lucas back after Justin had a tough year last year. Good to see him back. I'm gonna tell you,
Very one to watch for Angler of the Year
scared
with what we've got coming. Better watch
Right.
Aaron, man.
year. Aaron's gonna be a headache the rest of the season. Oh my gosh, I saw your rod bounce. They're starting to bite. Let's pull down. Your rod went dunk. They're starting to bite.
Z, is that one of your picks for Hawaii?
Absolutely. Him. We okay, Wes? You were soaking that one, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it. How were we down there in that corner? Okay. Come on, Bubba. Come on.
Yeah.
I know you are.
Slow like a choo-choo train.
I know you are. I need another welder. To me, there is no, besides throwing a frog, there is no more fun way to catch than this. Hit it and didn't eat it. God. I don't know.
Great spot to do this.
You need anything from me, Seth?
No.
Okay. Darn it. I think it was real big. Ooh. Is our cell okay, Wes? Yeah. Sorry about that, Seth. Oh, well. You need anything, bud?
Me?
Yeah, you good? Okay. Oh, those kayakers make up ground quick, don't they?
Not afraid to cut you off either. Then look you dead in the eyes and fire one right at you.
Stared me down. I like that.
Yeah.
Like a little
Ballsy.
baby. It's a 1988 Z train right there. I did though. I'm not gonna lie. I ought to put money on who you were covering on Tharp. I told Seth that yesterday morning. I said, this thing's done, man. It's him and Aaron. Out of nowhere, Ish. I texted Ish this morning about that. You know what's bizarre is every time we cover a tournament there, the distance between 14 and 16 pounds. You know what I mean? Like it's scary the separation you get when you catch a 16-pound bag there compared to anywhere else we go. Except for Sabine, where, you caught a 12-pound bag, you were, oh my gosh. I like those tournaments though.
Back in there.
From covering them, from a covering standpoint, to me, the most fun ones to do with Sanders, Davey, and Mercer and the gang are the close ones. I'm totally BSing. I'd rather have Falcon weight and all the. Yes. Was it it was a 5-1 this week? Wow.
It's a biggin. Biggin for the rib. Oh.
5.8.
Mega. This ain't really junky enough.
No. Needs to get slimy. It gets nice and slimy down in the corner. Nice and slimy.
Nice and windy too.
Yeah. Terrible. Got it?
Yeah, right bent my hook. They're just retied.
Want me to take it? You got it. You good?
Yeah.
Hold up real quick, Tom.
Yeah.
We got some
Get
sassiness
here.
coming. So if you look at this whole day, now we're starting to get some bites in just the willow bushes. But this entire day, if you see that cut grass blown right where Seth just put, one of the major things that I've seen is cut grass is a magnet. Not growing grass, that stuff right there. That is a bass magnet. Wherever it can push into something and make a real big, canopy. And the nice thing about cut grass is it's shredded.
Oop, sorry, Zeke.
You're okay. It's shredded, so when you hit them, 90% of the time when you hit them, you're going to get a good hook in them. If you look at how we have fared so far today, we've missed a couple, and you're going to miss a couple doing this, but for the most part, you're going to put them in the boat and get a good hook in them. Looking good now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good flipping show today. Good flipping show. Look at the coontail. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Did anybody know that, like at the weigh-in, that Ish had him like that?
Not at all.
Serious. I mean, we were, him and I looked at each other, we were scouting lakes. I said, well, heck, Porosnik's got it.
It was very much right. But the day before, he talked about how all the water that was unaccessible to him before,
Okay.
that water coming up, he was able to get in there and really throw his frog around the mayflies and whatnot that were hatching there.
Right. I'll be darned. Now he had a camera, not a live cam.
Oh, he had a lot.
Oh, he did have a live cam. Oh, come on, Saz. It's weird, you get in little pockets of fishies. Little pockets. It's weird, you can almost get in an area and call your shot when you see the right gig, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's starting to look right.
Yeah, there should be one right there.
Love it. So, really?
A gilly peck or something.
Oh, it's starting to look right.
Yeah. Oh God.
Starting to look right. So get us, do we know, is there anybody that knows, is there any bass tournaments ever at Oahe?
There's been a few.
Has there?
Little.
What kind of weights does it take?
18 to 21.
Okay. So it's got him. Big in. That fish will call. He's close.
He's a big head.
Gosh, you could just tell. I'll take it.
2 bass clubs out there.
Really?
He gonna help?
Huh?
Hey,
Put
help
him in there. We'll.
I don't think he's gonna help.
Okay.
He's skinny, dude.
Gosh, you catch a lot of.
Crazy big though. It goes from South
Yeah.
Dakota all the way up to North Dakota.
It's big. It's big. Good job, Seth. We'll try to get some photos up too. Seth's got to leave. We're gonna do a Zona show tomorrow, and we'll get some photos up. It'll be a Zona show for next January, and it'll. I think it'll be really cool how we're gonna catch them. Seth, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like stuff you don't see. Hang on, Seth. Oh. Gosh, it's pretty, man. Our kayakers rolled. See, there's, you can start to see bluegills in all the pockets now. Cell okay? No. Okay.
No? Keep going?
Do we? Okay. Let's, I guess we'll move.
Don't you want to move?
Was it okay over there? Okay. Seth, let's go back there. Let's go over there where we lost those lily pad fish and go down it, okay?
With the wind?
Yeah? Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Bad? I mean, little dude. Okay. I'm throwing a frog all day. Oh my gosh, he ran like 10 feet to get it, little one, but let me show everybody at home something real quick. That fish literally came 10 feet to get that little dude right there. What a, I'm sorry, that is wonderful, even though it's a baby. I'm gonna put us down. We got a little different monster here today. Up. Come on. All right. You ready? We're gonna do this. Water kick. Get him. Get him. Get him. Good one. Big one. Get up in the, yeah, man. Uh-huh. 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 It's starting, fellas. Get him, Seth, big in, man, big in. Oh gosh. Yeah! Yes! Come on, get over here. Get over here. Get him. Biggin? So it's got him. Yes! Biggin! That fish will call. I don't know. He's close. Gosh, you could just, I'll take it. All right, we're making a little move just because of cell service. We really want to fish in that corner. But if you're just joining us on Zona Live, this was going to be the most epic frog show ever. We've had to call some audibles. But I want you all to stick around. We're going to go to beautician school in a little bit. We're going to clean Seth Feider up, if you know what I mean. Huh? Right?
Yeah.
We're going to do that here in the next hour. Bud, you're going to be the best looking guy in Oahe. I'm going to put some of these rods on this side, okay? Oh my gosh, look at that.
We haven't done this here?
Oop.
Oh no, it's right. The boat was up
The
here.
boat was right here.
The boat was here.
Okay.
Which way are we going?
Heading down.
Okay.
We got good cell. We're good. Oh my gosh. Looks good, dude. Yeah, we need to saturate this.
Yeah.
This is prime.
Waves chill.
He bit it. Bit it. Little. Kick, 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 kick. Okay. Oh, this is so good looking, man. What's been funny is throughout the day, if you get around them, I mean, they'll definitely let you know. Wes, do we have good cell service where we caught those bigger ones? Oh, okay. I'm timing the day out mentally. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
down
there's
that way sucks.
more in there
okay.
for sure.
Okay, got it. Got it. That's so weird. This whole lake had good cell service yesterday.
Oh, Milton said it was a little sketchy.
Okay. Yeah, go get us.
Hey, you ready for him?
Yep,
do
bluegills
it.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm about to pick up a frog, I think.
All right, Wyatt David Stout from your Facebook
I
page
know that, man.
wants to know, with Tommy Sanders having the reconstructive surgery to look like Tony Romo,
yeah.
will you back it up with a Mitch Trubisky look?
I would absolutely. But here's the thing about Tommy. Tommy's wanted to look like Tony Romo ever since I started working with him 15 years ago. Every time we'd watch a game, he'd be like, gosh, I love that guy. And I was like, well, just.
Top of the mat.
I said, do something about it, Tom. And it's kind of drifted back a little bit, but you could still see some Tony in there. Hey, but I'm a Mitch Trubisky. I have to be a Mitch Trubisky fan for the next 14 years.
All right, Lynn Duval Rudy, hold on, fish on.
Top of the mat. 2 bites on the top of the mat.
Well, the first one was a bite?
Yeah, cat, like that. Wow. I mean, it is starting to happen again. I mean, there is shrapnel everywhere down here. Everywhere. Okay. No. It's got an arm tore off. Here we go. Go ahead, get us. And get us. Don't forget, on Z Live, presented by Mercury,
We're up.
four prize winners today. Bass Pro Shops gift cards,
$100.
$100 gift cards. We're also going to send to a couple of them. We're going to send Zona Fun pouches, Trokar Pro V flipping hooks, Strike King Rage bugs, and some. I'm going to get some of the Seaguar Denny Brower flipping braid too.
But hey, in order for you to get into that, make sure to hashtag Zona Live sweepstakes, enter on Bass Nation's Twitter page. He's
Got to be kidding me.
Bassmaster Facebook page.
Hang on,
Or
Seth.
Zona's Awesome Fishing Show's Facebook page. Zona, I got another question
go
for
ahead,
you
friend.
from the
fun.
about the Mercury 250 back there.
Yes, sir.
Lynn Duval Rudy
Got it.
from the Zona Facebook page wants to know, you also said the mid-range from 2,000 to 4,000 RPMs was great. Don't you think the 23 pitch is helping with that and the whole shot?
Here's what I know is when I ran a 23, when I spun a 23 up, oh, I thought you had one. When I spun a 23 on my other 250 Pro XS, it did not perform as well as my 25 did. But, I talked to Kevin about it when they put the same motor on his boat, and he's burning the 23 too, and it's like dramatic, the whole shot. But here's the other side of it is, the top end on this is like 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than my standard Optimax was. I mean, he saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
I
can't wait to get one.
What I said earlier, the only thing I could tell you is, if you got a dealer and they get one, just drive that thing. Just drive it.
My boat's going 80 next year.
Your hair's going to be going 80 in 45 minutes.
Chance Wilkinson wants to know, for both of you guys, if you could choose one lake for the elites to showcase its potential, which lake would you each pick?
I don't know if I want to answer that.
What was the question?
If you could pick one lake for the elites to show the potential, what would it be?
A few years ago, I would have said Mille Lacs, and then, yeah.
Lake Huron, without a doubt.
Hey, Feider, let me ask you this.
I'd like to see one on Minnetonka. I think we'd have a good time up here.
We saw with Mille Lacs that you guys went up there and pretty much showed the locals how to catch them as good as they did and as good as they are now. Do you think that could happen at Lake Oahe?
There is no locals. You're in the middle of you're literally, the locals already fish there. There's 4 of them.
You know what's weird is, though, the
cowboy country.
It's one of those places where a smallmouth is a nuisance, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a headache.
It's not a
walleye reigned king. I mean, I remember that back on Mille Lacs the first time I fished there. When you're around walleye water, smallmouth are a headache for the majority of the people that are fishing. We are so going to catch one.
Yeah. They pull drag and break their line and stuff.
Eat their
Jump
shiners.
and get their planer boards all tangled up.
All right, let's go back to a more general question from
But I would
John.
say Lake Huron.
Lake Huron?
Yeah, but the negative of Lake Huron is it's Lake Huron, and it's never in a good mood.
So John from Twitter on Bassmaster's page, he asks a pretty general question. For anglers, do you think it's better to be versatile or to fish to their strengths? Such as if you love to fish shallow, stay shallow versus going deep.
Wait, say that one again.
So John from Twitter wants to know, do you think it's better for anglers to be versatile or fish to their strengths?
Fish to your strength, 100%. Here's what I'll give you an opinion, is the majority of our tournaments, of Elite Series tournaments, are won by specialists, for the most part. You know, for the most part, like you look at a Gerald Swindle or a Randy Howell, those guys don't win a ton of tournaments, but they're always in the top 15, top 20. Every single tournament they are, but there's something about their style that you may not see them win a lot of events, but yet you'll see like a Mike McClelland or an Ish or you see those kind of guys a Todd Faircloth that really fish their strength. You see them win tournaments. What I always say to guys that are, or a gal that wants to fish tournaments or just do better on the water is, when the going gets tough, don't pull a million things out of your tackle box. Pull what you have the most confidence in, because you've automatically put the odds in your favor to catch them. That's my opinion. Seth?
Yeah, I mean, I see both sides to it. Like, you're probably going to finish better AOI, like being really versatile, but like you said, the guys that win are doing what they want to do, versus what they have to do. But yeah, when times are tough, the most confidence you got in something, that's what you're gonna get bid on. There's a million ways to catch fish.
And Seth, backing that up, we have JS Massey on Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
Asking what happens when you get worn down during fishing tournaments.
Is that old James Massey? James
Massey. That's right.
It's a Bassmaster camera guy from way back.
Worn down, I mean, come tournament day, there's so much adrenaline running, it's hard to get wore down. Practice will beat you up, but It's all go come tournament day.
You found yourself practicing less?
I do now.
Really?
Yeah. Trying to save up my energy for the tournament. So I want to go as hard as I can for 8 hours. Some of these places, especially in the summertime, like up north, I mean, there's, like where we're going on Oahe, I think you could literally legally practice for over 16 hours a day. And I don't know, it just seems like during practice days, after like 13, 14 hours, you do get a little burnt out and tired, and then you're kind of almost just wasting your time out there at that point because you're not like as focused and
you're not thinking straight.
is good, yeah.
Come on.
I don't know.
Seth, I got another one for
Pick
you
up a frog.
from Anthony on Twitter. He asked, since Takahiro Omori does his best impression of Feider, can we get a Takahiro Omori impression from Seth Feider?
Is it Talk? I thought it was Shin.
I think it was Shin.
No, it was shit. Well, they have Omori on here. It was young boy. Young boy.
Okay. Well, I mean, Talk's easy. That's just, I knew it. Shin, I'm not familiar enough with him to do a good impersonation. I don't know if he's got any catch lines.
What's your best Tommy Biffle?
I don't know if I can do the biffle.
Might ought to throw it.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
We're talking about tournament prep. Barry Ford,
Oh, gosh. Charged
excuse me,
it.
Josh Kemp from your Facebook page, Zona,
Yes,
wants
sir.
to know how long does it take you to prep for a Zona show?
Oh, gosh. How long does it take me to prep for a Zona show? Some are really easy to prep for. It really depends on where we're at. You know what I mean? But I spend a lot of time on it. You know, that was one of the, in all honesty, that's one of the reasons I cut back on the Elite Series, was to have more time to prepare correctly. I know Wes was fairly thankful I did that, to actually show up to a shoot and be really prepared. But generally, if I've got a solid day to scout, like one solid day, and then I'll pad it with a weather day, a day and a half will be good. We're good to go. But what's funny is, I mean this sincerely, the Zona shows, what's that?
Starting to hear popping.
Are you?
Yep.
Said he's starting to hear bluegill popping. The Zona shows, at least I have the most fun doing, are ones like this, where you go and you've got a game plan and your game plan blows up in your face and you suck, and then you do don't get me wrong, I like the shows where we launch and go catch them.
Yeah.
I like those. But I like the ones where you've got to, you know, figure things out, because that's real life, you know. But I don't, you know, we don't ever, look at all the gills in there, in that shade pocket. We don't ever back off from weather. I know Wes probably doesn't like that side of it, but, you know, from wind and rain and stuff like that, we go, no matter what.
So I'm getting a few more questions in. One in particular from Jim Beaver says, why the heavyweights? What's the advantage? I pitch a lot, and I normally use a 1/4 ounce, 3 ounce sinker. I always thought the slower rate of fall gave them more time to hit the lure.
Can't get through it with that.
Can't get through.
It's all thick, matted stuff. I'm using a 3/4 and I'm fighting it.
Yeah.
Like we should be flipping a 1 ounce probably.
It's way more efficient to drop a bowling ball through instead of a ping pong ball. Way more efficient. The other side is, this time of year, you know, when you're coming off, when it's post-spawn, you know, when it's pre-spawn, you want a light, slow-moving lure when you're flipping. But this time of year, when they get off post-spawn, they like that reaction when it drops through and, whew, you know, and they don't have time to think about it.
And bottom composition too. Like we got pretty good hard bottom here. A lot of them places you go, like them little rivers that are like Tidal or even Mississippi, and you get that real mucky stuff. That's where I see a lighter weight doing better too. But up here we got so much sand and rock, your bait's not gonna like go down in it, you know. Oh, I'm mic'd up, aren't I? Can you hook me up, Wes? I'm getting too hot.
What are the signs when the fall milfoil bite picks up? Water temp, trees changing color, and what milfoil are you looking for when it does begin to try to get topped out? And that's from Slump.
I'm gonna let Seth answer
Slump
that
on
because
Twitter.
Seth is one of the biggest milfoil bangers I know.
Say it again. Sorry.
All right, I got you. So, what are the signs when the milfoil bite's getting good, Fighter? What are you looking for?
I mean, if there's milfoil, there's a milfoil bite. The only time you're not going to have it's early spring when it doesn't exist, and then, you know, right at ice up when it dies off. But I mean, all post spawn, summer, fall, there's going to be a milfoil bite for sure. There's not really signs to it, but you're really looking for the deepest, tallest milfoil you can find. You want to basically as far out as you can find it topped out. That's where you want to fish. Some places that might be 6 feet, some places it might be 14, but the deeper it is, the bigger the school is going to be there. Like if you're flipping 6 foot milfoil, you're just kind of doing onesie twosies going down the edge. But if you get into that stuff that's, you know, 10, 12, 14 feet, you can find places where you can catch them, you know, 20, 30 fish making the exact same flip. And you just don't see that in like the 6 foot stuff or the 4 foot stuff. 8 foot, they'll start to get schooled up, but really 10 plus is when you get those really big wads.
Hey, real quick for that, what was that viewer's name?
Slump.
Slump?
Slump.
Slump.
Slump. I'm feeling slump.
Hey, whenever you're fishing milfoil, look for irregularities in it. Where it turns, where you're looking at it, makes a little turn, or it makes a little point. Something that, if you're on a regular hard line of milfoil, generally where you'll end up catching them is where it does one little woo-hoo, one little irregularity can.
Look at all them gills.
I know.
Usually if gills are following your bait, the bass
Wind
want
is
it.
laying down too.
Quit saying that, Z.
All right, sorry.
That's like the worst thing you can say.
Sorry.
You fished Lake Erie enough, you should know that.
All right, Ken on Twitter. Whoa,
Biggin'.
fish on.
Biggin'.
Biggin'.
Nicin'.
I can nail that fish, my bad. All right, so Seth, you got the frog back out, and Ken on Twitter wants to know, does it make a big difference whether you throw a big frog or say a junior frog size bass? I mean, size frog for your bass.
It can, like, I like throwing the little one a lot, especially in open water. But the only time I see advantage to the real big ones when you're in like heavy mats, you need a little bigger profile, a little more weight to.
Where they can feel it?
Yeah, get those fish to know it's over them.
Yeah.
But I throw the little one a lot. But like I said, I fish more like open water stuff with a frog versus like expansive mats.
Michael.
I did. I literally thought, I don't know how many fish we've caught so far, but our quota is getting up a little bit. I literally thought we'd catch that many here frogging today.
In the first half hour.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
You talked about adjustments a lot. Roll with that for a second. Tell me what you saw today and why you wanted to change it up.
There's too many bass in this lake from what I saw yesterday, especially in certain areas, to where to roll through, like that first, here's what's amazing is, that first hour was the most boring hour of Zona Live we've ever had, but it was the biggest lesson for the rest of the entire day. You know what I mean? It absolutely told us what, stay on there.
Go. Yeah.
What we needed to do the rest of the day. You know what I mean? To where it rained 2 inches. They didn't swim to the middle of the lake.
All right, this is the last question. Michael from Zona's Facebook page wants to know, Seth, after a tough derby on the Mississippi River, where is it expected that you will do well, and how do you mentally bounce back in tournament fishing and move on to the next one and keep your confidence high?
You just gotta put it past you. I mean, every tournament's a new day, and I mean, you're gonna have bad ones. It's just nobody catches them every time.
And Seth, I call Seth a one-night rule. He gets pissed one night.
I do.
And then he's good. Like, I didn't bother him a whole lot on Friday night.
He just takes a day, I'm over it.
Hey, Seth.
Yeah.
We're going to go to commercial break, and just so you know, when we come back, it's time.
Okay.
Okay. It's time, friend. Time to... Big one. Get up in the... Yeah, man. Uh-huh. Top dead center. Get him, Seth. Big in, man, big in. Oh gosh, yeah, yes. Whoa, coming in hot. Whoa. It's live, it's live. It's live, good catch. Get it, that's why you're here, bud. I mean, that was Ron Moore-like reflexes.
Every one of my rounds.
Zona Live is brought to you by Seaguar, BoatUS, TH Marine, and by Bass Mafia. Zona Live, brought to you by Mercury.
Seth Feider is my people. I've stayed at a little motel up here the last 20 years. Little motel, we cook out every night, have cold beers. And the thing is, I could tell when we were sitting there having a cold beer. Seth was ready, even though I pulled him off the lake. Seth was ready to get right back out there. What a hot mess. It's a hot mess. I'm not kidding. I will get old fishing with Seth Feider. Sweet, rich, gooey. Llama. Yes! Look at that. Has never seen a fishing lure. Oh. All right. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You ready, everybody? I've had a few fans say, you know, you need to clean Seth up a little bit for a wahe and for iCast more than anything. And like I said, I've given so many haircuts before. Can we throw the picture up real fast?
Yeah.
This is what Seth texted me last night, is what he's looking for.
I got some business meetings at iCast,
Right.
and I just really need a more professional look.
Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just let go. What kind of look are you going for?
I want the llama.
Listen, say no more. I got this, fam. I got this. Okay? Okay?
It makes me feel good.
Okay. So let me get, the main thing is that I get all the front away. It's good. This is, okay? Hang on. Careful. Because I'm going to leave it, listen, it's going to be Cher in the back, but you are Freddie Couples in the front. Okay?
That's what I'm going for.
Okay. Okay. All right. And what I'm going to do, now hold on, I'm going to leave just a little 1988 bang
hold it?
right there. Yeah,
Just
go
one?
ahead and.
That's it? One more?
No,
Let me
little,
get
I need
a little more girth.
little more, little bit more.
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking good now. You're looking good. And see, what I'm going to do is leave, okay, just like you requested. And if we can, Middleton back at the at the studio, put up the one. I don't know if we're able to do it. Maybe in a lower third of what we're going after. Oh my gosh! See, and what this is going to do is open up your market of fans. Like, in all honesty, like some of the more, conservative.
Yeah.
Older folks are going to really like what I'm going to do here
It's
for you.
really a dual purpose look. You know what I mean?
Okay. So now, stay with me here. What I'm going to do is carve a couple lines to give me guidance in your eyebrow. Okay? Don't move. Oh, yeah. There we go. Hang on.
Am I bleeding?
No?
How many are you
Okay.
doing? 3?
Yeah. Okay.
Two
What it's
would
going to
be
do is I'm
good.
going to blend a stripe up into here.
I want the stripe here. Z.
Okay.
You
Oh,
should really
yeah.
shave before you do the stripe.
Dude, that stripe's killer, bud. Okay, now hold on. I'm going to go with a 1. Actually, yeah. Looking good on that side, Wes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Look at this, huh?
Like I'm reconsidering.
You up next, Wes?
I might do this.
All right.
Wes said he needed a haircut after lacrosse. Let me make
Easy.
sure I got, yeah. I'm going to leave a couple longer stragglers where if somebody sees you, they're going to be like, there he is. There he is. Okay. Oh, yeah. Just let go. Just let go. It screams
Easy,
Freddie
Z.
Couples right now. Ooh, careful. We don't want to lose that.
Sorry.
That's a critical one to keep. Okay. Looking good. Here, turn around real quick. Let me get a look at you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is going to be, we're going to get rid of a little bit on top. Take a little bit. Okay, ready? Watch that bang.
I got her.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Here we go. You feel like you're transforming?
I do.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah, I don't want to hit that. Okay, stop laughing. Stop laughing. I feel like I've trained my whole life for this. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. You feel it leaving?
Yeah.
Gotta save those for hair jigs.
Bet my head's really white.
No, it's you actually got a lot of color on it.
Really?
Uh-huh. Hang on. Oh, no. That would have been bad. I'm not done with my work. Okay, let me see. Real quick. Oh, yeah. Get rid of some of this business.
Oh,
Oh. Huh? He looks like Hulk Hogan.
Is it that short?
Huh?
That's good.
Oh, yeah. You'll like it. You'll really like it. Hold on, I got to just tidy up right here. Let me see. Let's see how we're doing here. Let me get that line carved in there to match your eyebrow. I went a little lower on the line than I thought, but it just looks like a detour. So turn around, let me look at you real quick. It's not bad. Let me see. This is what puts it over the top. Dude, if you pulled in a Sonic later, I'd be like, hey-o! All right, okay, hold on. Watch yourself real quick.
They ain't gonna let me in Sonic.
You just want to even it out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Turn that way. Yeah, pull the bang. I don't want to. Seth, I am telling you, that looks phenomenal. Oops.
What's this called again?
It's called a skullet. Like if you were my son, I'd be like, that's my boy.
I'm like,
Here, let me see real quick. Let me see real quick. Huh?
home the bang over the top.
Yeah. In fact, let's get a little. Oh, yeah. He looked like Bill Murray from Kingpin. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Woo! Hey, this is not as. It's not as hard as I thought it'd be. You want a line on the other side of the eyebrow going in?
No.
Okay.
Just one
Let's see.
eyebrow's enough. I
Okay.
think.
Now let's. Hang on. Let me
Wow.
make sure.
Oh wow.
What's that?
I'd like go to bang.
Keep it or let it go?
So nice up top. Keep it uniform up front.
You think?
Dude, looks good.
Well, what if he's got a meeting?
That's what I'm saying. Just make him look busy.
Should I take the bang off,
all
Gettys? Look at this boat.
Should we take it what now?
Should I take the bang off or keep the bang? See, I like the bang. Yeah, it's like slasher skateboards.
Tuck it behind your opposite of where the bang is.
Uh-huh.
Could you do it straight
Could you
back?
part it? Could you part it?
Part the.
Hold on.
Part the bang?
What's that? You'd be surprised how uniform it is right now. You got a couple stragglers. Hold up.
Oh man, the Twitter feed is blowing up.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh yeah. Wes?
We need a comparison.
Okay, let's do it before and after.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man, but
That's it. That's it.
is that it?
Slick it back.
How much hair is like?
There's a lot. I took a lot off. I didn't trim it. Let me see it.
You're super thick still in the back.
Looking at the picture.
Good? Yeah. Is my eyebrow bleeding? I feel like I got
Do you
cut.
feel like the bang should leave?
I don't know. I gotta
me
get
see.
used to it. I gotta breathe this in for a while.
Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Stay with me. Let me. They taught me this in school. Huh? Let me see it. Let me see it right.
10 out of 10?
Can you see your reflection in the glass?
I don't want to look.
We'll dig it.
I want you to catch a fish flipping or frogging right now with this look.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
I feel like your hook set's gonna be better.
Oh, I do too.
Hey, we
I
do
do.
need one stage picture.
Huh? How's that?
I gotta get that look.
It's majestic.
What's the look from the picture?
I gotta be honest with you. I did.
Is that it?
Let me just look at the picture one more time that we were after.
Okay.
Hold on.
Something to show you.
Did you
Hold
put
on.
stripes
Hold
on
on.
this side?
Hold on. Let me
Is
see.
there?
If I didn't nail this, I came very close.
Okay. That was
Huh?
my eyebrow look.
Are you ready? We're gonna go through a couple of them.
He looks good. You look good. Like
actually
really.
pretty cool.
It looks good.
See, look at that stripe you put down the side of your head.
Is it just one stripe?
What's just one? You want another?
Doing? Come on!
Okay, hold up.
Come on, Zeke, go below it.
Yeah. Below?
Well, how much?
Oh, I'd go above, but okay.
What do you think, Pete?
I do 3.
I can't see.
I'd go
Oh,
one
let's
Is
do
there room for
three.
3? Put 3 in.
Okay, hold up. Don't move. Gettys.
No,
Stop.
I just want stripes on one side.
Here, look out.
How much
Turn this
loot-
way. Turn this way. I need you here. Do not move. Oh yeah, you look good. Hang on. This is the one I'm gonna have.
You gotta be strong.
Yeah, it is strong. Little. Yep. Okay, hold on. And that's where I'm gonna have that one meet this part of your eyebrow. Now, careful, don't
You're
move.
putting another line in my eyebrow?
Well, it's got to meet this line, dude.
Okay.
It's gonna look like lightning.
Easy.
Hold on. No, it's not completed. Let me see. Oh yeah.
Killed it.
Oh yeah.
Pete's face doesn't
Look.
look killer.
Dude, it looks good.
I need like a fan or something.
Like it looks like you'd have Dart League tonight. Let me see. Let's see it. Yes! Dude, you look like you are 5 years younger.
It's pretty cool.
That's so
Huh?
much hair on me. Dude, you're gonna have hair in your boat for 18 years.
If you don't start cutting the sleeves off
Get this
your shirt,
picture right here, Gettys. Gettys, get this right here. Get this.
Is this going to Locks of Love?
I'm gonna tie some bluegill color hair jigs. No gizzard shad. Look at that.
Is
Right?
it taller up here than it is on sides?
Dude, you look.
Let me see it.
This is going
It
to
I thought
looks-
you were gonna leave her taller up here.
It is. It is.
And shorter on the sides?
Yeah. You want a little shorter on the side?
Probably not.
You sure?
You let her buck like that, bud. You're the-
Hey,
Dude, I
they
got
want to
so
know,
much- oh
can
my
they give it
God.
away in the
I thought I was
sweepstakes if anybody
holding
wants
this
it?
Absolutely. We can give it away. I'll hang on to it. Listen, I don't know if I nailed it, but I'm pretty close to the bullseye.
From up there in the light like
Doesn't look
that,
bad.
it's pretty
Seth,
stellar.
it actually looks way better than I even thought I'd do. Listen to Pete. Yes.
Ugh.
Dude, we're going
Like-
jean jacket shopping.
Like, I'm not going to lie, when you walk in the Daiwa booth at iCast, there he is. Right? Oh,
Hope
yeah.
so.
Oh, that looks good. I think it's tight, right? Let's get back to flipping. Let's do this. Yeah, we should
I got
flip.
so much hair on me.
Wow. Wow.
Do we still got the bang?
Wow. Wow.
How do we feel about the
What has
bang?
my career resorted to?
I'll shoot it. I gotta see it. I gotta see when it flows.
Let me look at it. I don't think you get rid of that.
No. Just leave it
What?
hang?
Huh?
Hang or up?
I totally would keep it
Hang or up?
Down like you got
like that. But
Okay.
you cannot fish with a hat for a while. 'cause-
I need glasses though.
braided.
Wow.
Dude, I would, yeah, red
Braid
it
it.
in the front.
The Twitter feed's blowing up. So let me
It
know when to-
looks So much better than you even think.
That's your thing.
Like, that is your thing.
Yeah, jean jacket too.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, if somebody like tried to copy that in the Elite Series, this is your look now.
So, is someone gonna do that?
I'm just saying.
If I had hair, I'd go for it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, come here.
Huh?
Come here.
Yeah.
Those are lines in my eyebrow?
What?
It just looks
Well,
like
they're-
one big dig.
Well, it's something. I mean,
Clearly.
Wes, better than you thought, isn't it, friend? Thank you.
It actually came out way better. It came out good.
Okay. This is the key stretch too, coming up.
See,
You.
we are going to some immediate Twitter feedback
Yeah, go
from
ahead.
the breaking news that just went down out here in Minnesota.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like when he sets the hook in 40 yards?
It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible.
All right, we're getting a lot of rest in peace fighters flow hashtags.
Bud, it looks
Does Dayton know about this?
No, she does not.
Whoa.
She's working today, so she isn't seeing this either.
Dude, it looks strong. Strong.
Okay, now everyone is wanting Seth to cut your hair, Zona.
Oh, he's going to. We've made a deal. We've made a deal. It's not today. He's going to. I promise. My wife said absolutely not, but I promise he can. And I know what I want. If you Google the picture of Tim Tebow, just Google Tim Tebow haircut, that is what I'm after.
Do we have any photos from you back in your tournament days with the mullet?
Me? Oh, Michael Middleton has a pile of them.
Oh, your yearbook photo, but
Yeah. That one's beautiful.
Let's go through. We're got to go through some fish catches in a minute. We're getting up on a key stretch right now, gang.
It said Zona Live looks like it looks like Seth Feider got in a fight with a lawnmower and lost.
They're just picking on you, Seth. It looks. I do too. I think it looks.
Feel the wind on my head again.
dude, if I was 10 years younger, I would do it.
Thank you.
I'm a little too old for that.
Thanks, Wes.
I would.
Hey, we got to time it right so we can hit that one stretch before we're listen to me getting serious. Let's kind of blast this and then get on that one bank one more time, you think?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to have to get back to him here in a little bit. He's got to catch something with this new haircut. He's got to break it in.
It looks good.
It does. It does.
Good. Good.
He's really going to reach a new audience.
Hey, and I'm not going to lie. If we got any fans that want me to do that for them, I can do it. As you can tell, get him. Big him. Get him. The Thunder. Oh, my gosh. Top dead center. Wow. Wow. What a mess.
Did you see the difference in the power?
Yep, I do.
Did you? Did you see the difference?
I did.
Like normally I would have went and got him.
Yeah. Why get him?
I said no. You're coming to me.
The lighter Seth Feider.
So great. So great. I'm so bummed you're leaving tonight. I'm not kidding. I'm so bummed. I'm not lying. When you set the hook right there, I literally thought there was thunder. And it almost looks verbatim to what I used to sport, a skullet. Well done, bud. Well done.
Thanks, Z.
You bet. You bet. That's what I'm here for. We have set the hook a bunch today. What? Oh, gosh. Thought you were fixing to.
It was.
Was it a bite?
Bluegill.
Oh.
Ran me into a branch.
Looks good, doesn't it, Pete? Yeah. you know, some of our viewers that are maybe a little bit up there in years, get up there in your 50, 55, 60, they're going to look at that and appreciate it now. That's right. Because what he is now, he's in the middle ground. He's in the middle ground. That's 38 special holding on loosely, bud. Right there's where we had those bites, wasn't it? Yep.
Yeah, Jack.
Proud of you, Seth.
Thanks.
I mean that. I really do. You thought I was getting red. Are cells still good on this stretch, Wes? Yeah? Okay. Come on, come on. One more big one. One big one. One big giant lunka. Bet you won't doubt me again the next time I cut your hair. I'm gonna tell you what somewhere Van Dam's like, I'll do it. I'll do that. Don't think he didn't sport one. He kind of had a little bit more of a feathered. Really?
Oh, yeah. I took the whole branch with it.
Yeah, right here's where we got those bites outside that coon tail. Safety's off.
Go through.
This has been my favorite Zona Live I've ever done. I want you to know that.
Is it?
Yep. You betcha. Without a doubt. Oh,
I think there has to be one right there.
Has to be. I mean, it looks like there's a war zone went on in this boat. Some of that's pretty thick, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say it'll exponentially. This'll open up. What we did today, in all honesty, we broke down doors. We broke down doors. You know, I could see your Dean Rojas's. Somebody. Not only that, I could see like a Randy Howell looking at this and being like it. I like that a lot.
Like who would never come on your trailer now?
Oh, I think more than likely Edwin. Edwin, if he watched this and saw what I'm able to do with those trimmers, you know, I would say 100%.
So good right here.
We're gonna have Edwin on eventually. Get him! Yes! Yeah, this looks really good. Our cell's good? Okay. We caught some today. Get through. Little bit bummed the frog thing didn't work out, but
Yeah.
everything worked out just fine. Just fine. I like it, Seth. I like it. Slow your roll.
I'm trying to.
I wouldn't doubt, you know, I wouldn't doubt a Cliff Pace. I wouldn't doubt an Edwin, a Cliff Pace. You know, maybe an Alton. Seth, 12:27. Should we go?
Oh, we only got till 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 30 minutes left, right? Get us?
Yeah.
I just hate to not.
Yeah, let's get on the good
Biggest
stretch.
ones are on that bank. And dude, you've worked through adversity today.
I'm sending
I mean,
exclusive
lots.
photos of Seth Feider's haircutting.
you don't see that very often right there. That's why this
a
whole
wild
day.
horse.
Yeah.
Wild horses out here. Oh God, that's probably my wife. Oh, it is my wife.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Don't get it.
No.
Don't get it.
My
Don't tell
wife's,
her.
my wife's calling me. I think we're getting a divorce.
Don't get it.
That horse just farted.
No reason.
Underlaw. Underlaw.
We got to be quick about this.
Okay, let's roll.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's end our day up that way.
Bad spot. Here we
Yep.
go.
Okay. Seth, you can just leave the trolling motor down.
All right.
Ready? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Give it up. I wouldn't get rid of the bang.
Nah. Pulls
No.
are half cock.
Huh?
Half cock pulls.
Take the glasses off and look away. Wow. I can't even believe how good it looks. You feel better?
Thanks, Z.
You bet, bud. I'm here for the kids, bud. I'm here for the kids. 30 minutes. One more biggin.
All right.
One more. One more.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, nice way to get it up. Nice.
It's everywhere, Z.
Throwing away someone's prize package, though.
Hey, I left a lot of salad in the back, bud. Like a lot. Like a lot. You'd be surprised how good it looks. We only got 30 minutes. What stretch? Should I go coontail?
Well,
Yeah, you lost one. I caught one.
We can get down to that point in 30 minutes.
Huh?
We can get down to that point in 30 minutes. That one chase my bait up was big.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That or we go fish by the road.
That right there, that's a good-looking kid. Like, I'd let Hunter and Jacob do that. Not now, but I mean later.
You gotta have the start, you know? You gotta have the 13, 14 inches start.
I know.
Good base.
Huh?
I don't even have the length to start thing. I have to go another year.
It took 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think
this needs to be braided.
I don't think you get rid of that.
I think it needs to be braided. Can you braid, Z?
No.
You can't braid?
Uh-uh.
That was year 2 at beautician school that they taught braiding?
I'm not that advanced. I can tell you one thing. If you don't think it looks good, you'd be sorely mistaken. We good to go, Wesley? Okay. Really? Go ahead and run it, dude. Catch a big one. All you. I mean, I want to see you catch like a 6-pounder. Fish cooperated a little. They did okay. Was that really your wife calling? Huh? Come on. Come on. Oh, I thought you were fixing. Almost every zone alive, we've ended with a stick of dynamite. No? We good? Okay.
Oh my goodness. This is a little distracting.
Is your head cooler?
Yeah. I've never felt the wind before. It's weird.
Oh. Get through there. Come on. Weld. It's weird, man. When they decide to start biting, it's good. Oh, it was actually Seth's.
A haircut was my...
Oh, shit. Locked on it good. Wait till Shin Fukai sees that haircut. Come idling by this time. Look at that bass. Look at that bass. Look at that bass. Look at him. Look at him. Unreal.
Where'd he come out of?
Right there.
Looking like a damn...
I know. Like a car.
Glowing like a spawner.
Come on. Okay. How much time we got? No, we got like 20 minutes left. Yeah. Geddes, any
23.
questions? We're kind of, and I do want to thank, in all honesty, I want to thank everybody, especially everybody that sent in questions. And big thanks, just so I don't forget, big thanks to you, Geddes, and Ron Moore, who struggled in an airport last night. Karen Z, the whole staff at Bassmaster.com, everybody at JM, camera guys, for putting this together. I just didn't want to forget. Geddes, rock and fire.
All right, let's roll it.
Sarah
Bargain
Fry.
Barge wants to know, are you going to make some hair jigs out of your hair after you get to the cut?
I think we're giving the hair to the prize winners.
Maybe the ladies will buy them. It could be a charity event and good exposure for yourself and the Zona Live show.
Okay. Well, it's not up to me. It doesn't belong to me, friend.
Well, we still have Wes's hair.
We're definitely making some jigs out. Oahe specials.
Ronnie Moore said it does not look too bad.
Okay.
Joe Dirt for sure now. Let's see.
I believe we didn't get snatched up right there.
A lot of hair jig questions. They really want to know that. So many alternative uses for hair. Jim Sexton said he must wear a hat at all times now. I wonder what Tripp's going to think of this.
I think Jim Sexton's just a little bit, listen, I love Jim. I think Jim's a little bit jealous of what he's seeing right there. Just saying.
How can you not be?
Yeah,
all right, so let's get back to a couple fishing questions before we have to wrap this thing up. On the Zona Facebook page, we have Corey Gaffney. Question for Zona. Being a dock guy like myself, recently ran into post-spawn fish suspended under docks, floats, and whatnot. What type of tricks or tips do you have for catching these lockjaw hydrilla gorillas?
We're shooting the show on his exact question tomorrow. His exact question is what we're shooting the show on. Don't be scared to throw lures under docks that float. You may find you might find a topwater bait under a boat dock is the nastiest thing in bass fishing right when the fish get done spawning. The other side is, right now, every lake, we talked about it earlier, that has a massive bluegill population, all the bluegills are up spawning. And those bluegills have a tendency to ride high under docks. Don't be scared to throw a floating bait. It takes a little time to learn how to skip them. But a lot of times this time of year, Geddes, I stay away from lures that sink under docks.
I got a really good question here from Jake Rogers from the Zona Facebook page. If y'all were fishing a team tournament right now, would one of you be flipping and the other be doing something else?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think you kind of listen to what the day's told you, you know what I mean? Like today has been to me, it's been a really interesting fishing day. We've had to work for what we've caught today, and we've caught them. But everything of size and proportion has come with the long rod. You'd be hard pressed to not be doing this. Because he's caught fish behind me and I've caught them behind him. You can't hit all these holes. You know what I mean? Jim Sexton.
Josh Kendrick wants to know, what is the best overall lure for lakes that have grass from bottom to top?
A jig. A heavy jig.
Hey, walk us through that right quick. How do you select the weight selection that you do for how thick the vegetation is? Is there anything too heavy, or do you just go with the lightest that you have?
No, I want to go through every time. Like even right now, we're having to shake and do all that. But the lightest you can get by with that goes through at least 90% of the time. I think that's where that big one was.
Zona, what are you flipping with? And Seth, what are you flipping with? This is from Josh Short.
I'm flipping a Strike King Rage Bug in blue craw, 3/4 ounce head, 65-pound Seaguar braid, and a 4/0 Trokar Pro V flipping hook.
I'm just flipping a tube on 3/4 ounce. That's a good one. Decent.
He ain't gonna make the team. Welded though. See how that hook goes? Look at that. It's been a fun day, man.
It's been a fun day.
Fun day. Fun day. Boy, this boat is demolished. Looks like a frat room. But that color right there, to me, I use more of that color. There's more Rage Craw, a Menace, a Rage Bug. That blue craw to me is the nastiest there is.
You want me to shoot more at
Yeah.
More at you? All right.
Yeah. Good questions today, Geddes. Big thanks to Ron Moore. I know he's feeding you.
He's feeding me. Karen is.
Love
Jim
him.
is. What does it take to take the sport to the next level? Bass Live was a game changer. What is next?
Hey,
And that
hey,
is
hey.
from Justin Boyd.
I think you're looking at it.
You know what's funny is, actually a very complex question, is I used to, in Bassmaster Magazine, to me, my favorite part of Bassmaster Magazine growing up was to open the book, or open the magazine and go right to the tournament results, because I wanted to learn how they caught them. But the internet, over to me, the last 10 to 15 years has brought instant knowledge. There's guys that do great YouTube videos doing stuff like this, where you could see a day where two guys that fish entirely too much have to transition from a way they thought they were going to catch them. But I agree with Seth. Doing stuff like this is instant knowledge. And to me, you take tournaments aside, look, man, I just want to know how to catch more bass. I'm like anybody that's watching this. Show me how to catch one more, and I'm in a good mood. I think things like this, like that, I'm telling you, that show, Seth will agree with this, that show I'm going to tape tomorrow will open some eyes, because there's not many tricks left, All
right. With us going to Hawaii this week, we have a few different quotes.
Get him. He's off?
False alarm.
Good bite.
All right, so based on the AOY standings, who is your AOY prediction? And then we have another question. That one's from Robert Brooks.
Say it again.
AOY standings. And then a prediction of total weight at Oahe.
Total weight and winner, or AOY?
AOY, and then give us some thoughts on Hawaii. Hawaii, not Hawaii, Oahe.
I will tell you, my Angler of the Year pick is who I said in studio. I think Aaron's going to be really, really, really hard with the lakes that we have coming up, with Chesapeake, St. Lawrence, Oahe. I think he's going to be really, really. And then what do we go for the AOY? That's a Chattoog?
Yes,
Yeah, he's going to catch him there, man. No doubt. Weight prediction for Hawaii?
Yes, sir.
Seth, go.
80.
Yeah. I'll go 83.
Ooh.
83. That price is righted you right there. Do we have enough time to idle, Wes, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Where you wanna
Let's
go?
go real quick. Up in that corner.
All right.
I really don't know why.
I think we get some bites up there.
Huh?
I think we get some bites up there.
Good job, Wes. I'm gonna get on those trees right there, okay? You think?
Okay.
Or
Sure.
I thought I saw scum in those.
Yeah, I think there is.
I'm sad you're leaving tonight. I'm serious, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We tear Wayzata down tonight.
All right.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Wayzata.
Wayzata?
Tearing it down. Dude, you're gonna have hair in the boat till you sell this.
Looks good, bud. We got a full live well. Two inches of rain. How about that?
It's weird, they didn't get it anywhere else. Just right here.
So messed up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at all that scum. Yeah?
Yeah. That viney stuff.
Yeah. Looks good. Okay. Slowed up.
This looks really good.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna get upwind of that.
Yeah.
I'll come down it. Gosh, that looks good.
Waked her.
We got new water now, bud. Really? Came in a little hot on her.
Yeah.
Should have came here earlier. Yeah. Now's the time of day they ought to blast it.
It's wakes to stop.
Good water in it. Come on, one big one. Oh, gosh, it's a big one. Oh.
You're kidding me. Why didn't he get it?
Boy, she made a big roll, dude.
I know. I got right back in there and shit.
Watch him start biting the frog the last 5 minutes.
Say what? No signal?
Signal? No?
Change your battery up.
Me? They're gonna start biting the frog the last 5 minutes.
See, come back here and
Yes, sir.
change your battery.
Okay. Now I want to go longer today.
Okay.
Can we? I mean, do you have to stop?
On behalf of the Zona Live crew and Zona Live presented by Mercury today,
Oh gosh, it was a biggin', man. Hold
we
up, hold up.
appreciate everyone sending in your questions using the hashtag Zona Live. Sweepstakes will be winner.
Get him, Seth. You've got to be Kiko. They're gonna bite the frog the last 2 minutes. Gosh.
This is some of the best looking stuff I've seen all day.
Geddes, you did awesome, bud. I got you.
That is my wife.
Seth, go ahead and take it. I'll punch all that. I hate when everything ends.
There's a couple people wanting you to wrap it up, Fighter, with you calling Dayton on live.
She just called me. Again.
Oh no. Oh no.
She's probably drawing up the papers right as we speak.
I know.
If we answer it on live, you can't do that, man.
More than likely, somebody called her and said, your husband looks killer.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Frog bites in the last 5 minutes.
I didn't really get it. None of them like got it though. Like it's like a half hour away.
It is too. Two minutes, 2 minutes. Come on, one big. We can do it. Come on. We can do it. Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, Geddes. That's pretty strong, you driving up for us, man. Pretty strong, bud. I'm gonna buy you some walleye fingers tonight. Yeah, I said it. You're okay, bud. Oh, they're good. Hey, in all honesty, thank you to every... Wow, that's multitasking. Thank you to everybody that watched today. Seriously, thanks for goofing around with us all day long. It was a fun day of catching, a great day of adjusting, and a better day of not looking good, looking great. Thanks to everybody. Bassmaster.com, JM Associates, Karen Z. I love all you for watching. See you next time, Z Live. Get him! It's a biggin! It's a biggin! Get in the boat! Yeah! We are gone biggin! Yes!
Done.
Dude,
Done.
That is awesome. Good job. Awesome. Get to a wahe, kid.
I gotta go.
So good.
I got to go.
That was so strong.